Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Eat, Crit and Survive Plays, a board game where some friends are gathered around the table to play a board game together as one. And we are very pleased to be joined by Sam Stockton today. He is here with us, designer of today's game, The Forges of Ravenshire. Sam, hello, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah.
So I did have a quick question. How do you pronounce Ravenshire? Is it Ravenshire or Ravenshire?
Based on everything else that I've ever seen of this game being done on YouTube, I've been pronouncing it as Ravenshire. Although we would, if it was, you know,
in the UK, it'd be Ravenshire.
Ravenshire.
Because our county ends in shire. Most counties here that spelled like that end in shire. So,
yeah, so Warwickshire, Northamptonshire,
Leicestershire, Worcestershire.
Shire.
But we know that some are shires as well. So
yeah.
Oh, really?
It depends where you're from, really.
It's really unhelpful. We say like the shires for some reason.
You say the shires,
which is not especially helpful. But anyway, that is a thing. But yeah, how is it? What is the correct pronunciation for you guys? Is it Ravenshire?
Well, we said Ravenshire because we're American and we like to overpronounce things. But that's just kind of. I was in my head when we created the game because a number of friends were like, "Oh, Ravenshire." I'm like, "What? what is that?" Like, "Oh, it's your game." And I'm like, "Oh, I forgot." Yeah.
It's all good. Those of you who are uninitiated, my name is Luke. That is Laura.
Hi.
And we have Dom down in the bottom corner there.
Hello.
And we are, we're here. We're just going to play a game, and Sam is going to take us through the new game that is being done by his company. That is being kickstarted. I believe Kickstarter goes live next Tuesday.
Yes, April 18th.
April 18th. April 18th.
That's so soon. That's less than a week.
It is.
What?
Which is why I'm playing this. Yeah.
Correct response.
Yeah.
I know.
But that is partly why we are playing the game, is so that we can have a look at it before the Kickstarter goes live to help people
give it a go.
Give it a go. We can help people make the decisions. And because we are playing this on our partner platform of Sovranti, we are able to do that in the comfort of our own home and give it a go. And I think that is, I've talked about this in a number of videos, a number of streams that we've done, being able to play a game before you buy it is incredible. And this month, because it is the month of April, Sovranti have got 3 games available for you to try out as part of their silver package and their rotating library. You can give a go to Tiny Towns, Dice Miner, and The Forges of Ravenshire for this month. Both the other 2 games we have played are fantastic. We have played them quite a bit on Sovranti, to be fair.
Yeah, they were the first. Dice Miner was the first one. When I played it the first time, it was on Sovranti.
Yep.
And that was good, and that's probably the main reason why you bought it in the end.
It is. It is part of. So it's part of the theme for this month is builders and creators. So that is why we are playing games such as The Forges of Ravenshire. Kickstarter is going live. There'll be a thing that will pop in the chat every so often. I'm going to drop the link into there now. If you want to get yourself a notification when that goes live, you can go onto that link. You can follow for BA Games and get that notification when it goes live, which I'm sure Sam will be very appreciative of.
Yes, thank you.
I have already aligned myself up to get that sorted. And if you're watching this when we've uploaded it onto YouTube afterwards, the link for it will be in the description because it will go live when the Kickstarter has already gone live. So you'll be able to go straight into that from there. And of course, we're talking about Sovranti, who are our wonderful partners in this. If you want to go and try Sovranti and get a platinum account for 60 days, you can enter the code EatCrit and get yourself a full 60 days of the entire library. So that even when this month of April rolls over, I think Forges of Ravenshire is available until the 12th of May as a free trial on Sovranti. If you want to play it afterwards, it will still be available if you use a platinum account. You can go in there and you can play it cross-platform wherever you like. So there you go.
A whole month.
A whole month.
A whole month.
Yeah, but you get 60 days of free with that code EatCrit. So there's that. And also, we have to thank people who help make this possible, which are Game Team, the providers of game-adjacent gear and goods. They make some wonderful stuff like candles and dice and all sorts of things. They've recently released some new dice.
T-shirts, cushions, like everything.
There's some fantastic stuff. So you can go to gamet.co.uk/EatCritSurvive and enter the code EatCritSurvive at checkout and get yourself 5% off that. and someone that comes to us helps us keep the lights on, so to speak.
The metaphorical lights of the internet.
Yeah, it works. But anyway, so we are going to dive right into the Forge of the Ravenshire. First of all, we have a choice that we would like to make. Folks, would we like to go with, would we like to choose our own player powers, but we'd like to be randomly assigned to us? Because in the Forges of Ravenshire, we are individuals who are basically, we are in contention to take over as the head of the Forging Guild. I believe that is the correct choice of words, whether that is the right sentence.
Blacksmith Guild.
Do you want the designer to explain it to you?
You know what? I like to muddle on, but yeah, why not? Sam, why don't you take it away? Tell us what we're doing.
No, you're doing good. I'll just keep critiquing you. That's fine.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's very really.
Yes, we are contesting to be that head of the Forging Guild. So there's different options for us. Sam, tell us what we're doing here.
So we kind of have a little story where we talk about there was a forge master before that was in charge of the blacksmith guild, but they've gone missing. No one really knows what happened. One person thinks that they went searching for an ingredient in the stomach of a dragon, but then never came out of the dragon. So whatever's happened to the forge master, they have gone missing. So all of us are now competing to see who's going to become the next forge master. And obviously the only logical way to do that is to have a competition to see who can make the most money.
Yep.
And so whoever makes the most money, they'll be in charge. They're the new person in charge of the blacksmith guild. So what's going to happen? We have a choice here. What's the choice? Because you're hosting, so you'll have the choice. What's the choice?
So, I believe this is a choice of who our characters are, whether we get to choose the player powers and the different boards that we have.
Mm-hmm. So in the game, you have two options that we've created in order to help maybe someone who is newer to the board games, maybe is not as familiar with the mechanics and things. What we've done is we've taken the player powers and kind of pulled them out so that you can that way everyone's doing the same thing and really focusing on the game itself instead of adding little quirks to how the game functions. So that's one way we encourage people who are, if they're playing with someone new, who's not used to games like that, this is a good way to, like, all right, we'll pull that complexity out and make it a little more streamlined. Now, we can play with that, or I like the player powers. I think they're fun. I think they're interesting. I think it provides just a little more fun to the whole process. So depending on what level you guys are at in terms of your board game levels.
Luke, about 99.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn and look at my top 100 board games thing scratched off on the back up here.
Yeah, I think we can handle player powers and a bit of extra complexity.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then. We're good.
Would we like to choose, or should we just randomize them?
Randomize.
I think you randomize.
Random.
Go crazy.
Go Sovranti. Powers activate.
Oh, yeah.
Now we also have the assistant cards available to us, which are another part of it. I'm guessing we would also like to have the assistants thrown in.
So yeah, so I look. The first question was color, which
looks like it, yes.
And then the second one. So the assistants are the player powers. So you can be a raven, and then you'll have a badger apprentice who works for you, and that's where your player power comes from. Is from that apprentice, or maybe you have a noble patron who pays for all your workshop to be super upgraded and everything. So that's kind of how the assistant cards work.
So this is whilst we have the wonderful animations of Sovranti dealing out the various bits and pieces that it needs to do. It's great. We have got those player powers available to us now, as they are dealt. So we should be able to. Oh,
everything is happening.
Oh no, my Sovranti has crashed for some reason.
Oh no.
That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's back.
Okay. It's okay. Oh, look at the dice go. Oh, you missed the dice.
That's a shame.
Oh, what?
I know.
Oh no, it should happen for you in a minute.
Oh, okay.
I think you're behind.
I am slightly.
Yeah, look.
There we go. it's like watching the dice on Boggle, just springing around all over the place.
Those animations are my favorite thing of the day.
Yeah. Good.
That's brilliant.
All right, so we have our different player powers. Let's have a quick rundown of who has what. I have the Guild Advisor. So what does the Guild Advisor do, please, Sam?
Okay, so this is where we can kind of get into how the game functions.
Oh, okay.
And how those advisor or those page assistants work.
Mhm.
So, for example, in this game, there's basically 4 rounds. And in every round, or 4 seasons, to say, you start off in winter, spring, autumn, and then you start off in, I can't remember, man, it's been too long. Spring, summer, fall, winter. There we go. Get that in order. I've been inside too long. So
It's like it.
What are seasons?
what's a season? I don't know. It's been COVID. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like we're still recovering.
We had hail about 2 hours
yeah, it's
ago.
supposed to be lovely in springtime, and we're getting basically hard rocks from the sky. It's not springtime. No.
Yeah, it's been weird for us because we've had snow, but like we're definitely in spring, but we're like, why is there snow?
Yeah,
Like,
we had that at the beginning of last month as well. It's like supposed to be spring, and yet there's at least like 2 inches of snow here. So
Weird.
anyway, 4 seasons that we get to play.
yeah, so 4 seasons to play, and what's going to happen in each season, we're going to do 3 distinct phases or rounds. The first round is going to be called the gathering phase. So what you're going to do is you have your dice workers. These are your workers. You're going to be sending them into town, into Ravenshire, and you're going to be getting resources. Then you're going to be retrieving workers or other dice from the town to get even more resources. And then those workers you retrieve or take, they're going to then work in your workshops. So you have distinct workshops that you build. You have a green, a yellow, and a purple. Which the green workshop is the harvesters. Those are the miners, the laborers, the lumberjacks. Then you have the alchemists, which are the yellow. And then you have the merchant guild, which is the purple. So they're kind of themed that way. Their different abilities will do that way. And so when you recruit those guild members during the gathering phase, you can actually upgrade your workshop so that whenever you pull a purple die, not only will you do the action on the board, you'll also do the guild workshop and run all of the actions in that workshop. So you're kind of building this little engine from the game. And so what the guild advisor does is normally when you recruit, if I recruit a person who gives me a leather and they have a green background and an axe, they'll always go to the green column.
Yes.
And so there it is. But the guild advisor says, hey, you'd be better served to put that person over into the alchemist guild instead. And so what the guild advisor is, you don't have to place according to the rules. You can do whatever you want. So when you recruit someone, they can go anywhere in your workshop.
Very nice. And I get a free recruit at the beginning of the game as well. And at the once per end of round, looks like I can maneuver them around a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So maybe you think that next round you're not going to get many green dice. So you can do it if you move one of your guild members from the green, you can move them to the purple or the yellow. Or maybe you want to switch something up to make a better combination. So you can actually switch 2 of them together, like move one and replace it like that way.
Very cool. All right, so that's our first phase. Is that sort of gathering? Going to be doing that in 3 rounds each, effectively, or three pickups.
So we'll do 3 times a round: placing, taking, running the guild. So if all else fails in this game, for anyone who's watching or want to play it, it's place a die, do the action, take a die, do the action, run the guild that's associated with that die.
And the
it's
action,
just that's all it is. That's what the game is.
And the action strength is dependent on the value of the die that you put down.
Correct. And then color comes into play when you run the guild.
Yes. Cool. So that is the production phase. What's the next phase?
So the gathering, then you move into production.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. So once you're in the gathering, you've taken dice, then you're going to move into the production phase where you're going to take the 3 dice that you pulled. You're now going to put them onto the 6 spots on your right-hand side of your player board. So there'll be 4 on top and there'll be 2 other spots in your board. And because you have 3 dice, you now get to place them where you want. So maybe low numbers, high numbers, depending on what you got, will allow you to get more resources or to do different things in your forge. So this is the main areas where you gain steel. This is one of the main ways you get steel is by running the foundry, where you can convert ore and charcoal into steel, as well as increase reputation and get other goods and resources that you need. And then once you're done with the production phase, which is all done at the same time. So in the gathering phase, we're doing one at a time, but in production, it's all at the same time. Though we might walk through it the first time around.
Yeah.
And then with that, you go to end of round, which means you're checking for certain achievements that you have earned. So right below the board here, we have what's called titles. So if you have earned a title, meaning just to be really cool. So an example, if someone were to build 5 weapons, they would earn the title of weaponsmith. Okay. And so then they would get a gold bonus, and then this would go away. And so then no one else can get the weaponsmith title. Or maybe there's an armorer or the guild master, or you're a legendary blacksmith, right? Because you built 2 legendary contracts, which are these red 3-star contracts. So that's when you check all that. And then what happens is everything will reset and you just do it again. So you do that 4 times. You can go through all that process.
Very nice. All right. And then at the end of the game, it's basically who's the wealthiest.
Who has the most money?
Among a few other bits and pieces will come into it, but ultimately, it's money is the main track.
So everything that you kind of do will eventually turn into money somehow. Whether it's, I got all these cool mystic resources like stuff, those will be basically turned into gold. At the very end of the game, you're basically taking everything you have and turning it into gold, and whoever has the most gold wins.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. This is going to be fun.
I like it.
All right. So that's a very sort of brief overview. Let's have a quick spin around and see what everyone else has got to the board. Laura has got an otter.
I think it's an otter,
Or is
it's
it
a otter, or a
or a ferret?
stoat, or a ferret, or a weasel, or something along those lines.
You're close.
What was it?
So it's in the weasel family, but it's a pine marten.
Ooh, I've learned a new animal.
And you have the Raven Broker.
You should look it up. Just Google pine marten, and you'll be
right now. Pine marten. Let's see how cute this is.
You've also got the Raven Broker as your assistant for this game.
He's like a cross between a weasel and a squirrel. So cute. He's got a big bushy tail. That's really cute.
I like those cute ears.
Yeah, it's so cute. Yes, so I've got the Raven Broker so that I get a black die.
So normally you have 3 dice. You put 1, take it, and you're good. But in your case, you will always have 4 dice. So you'll have an extra die that's available to you. So you have better options on what you're rolling. So if you want a lower number, higher number, middle number, that's your choice. So that, but you'll also, what will happen is beginning of every gathering phase, you'll gain 2 goods of your choice.
Oh,
that's handy.
Nice. Like
and
it.
Then, and then to remember is whatever you put down and take, you're always playing with 3. You'll always have like an extra die to have choices from.
Okay.
And then the black die, what it does is whenever it's played into the town, if one of us would take it or if you were to take it, it counts as any guild. So you can put it in any column.
Interesting.
Okay, that sounds good.
Right,
Awesome.
let's spin around to Dom, who is playing the titular character of the Badger of Ravenshire.
Yeah.
And I have a badger assistant as well.
Yeah.
Significant in the family.
Why not?
It must be your son. That's what it is.
So you have the Badger Apprentice, which gives you just an additional die for the
production phase. Yeah. So I'm going to
basically. So in true family fashion, they work in the shop and you make them do things.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just my brother I drafted from next door to help out.
It could be that, actually, now you say that.
Very nice. So you get basically 4 placements during the production phase, which is very nice, which I guess let's come around to Sam, who has the Noble Patron.
Yeah.
Which I've seen a couple of these playthroughs. You have a Noble Patron in all of them.
Actually, I think you're right. I almost get him almost every single time. I'm not sure why. The program must just say, "Hey, if Sam's here,
Nice.
give him double patron."
Nice.
But what the noble patron does is basically my benefactor or the has decided, you know what, we're going to give you the best of everything. So in the game, you can spend action tokens, just little hammer looking tokens, in order to upgrade parts of your forge or your workshop. So, for example, if you look at the bottom of your player board on the left, there's a little lock bar, right? That's locked for all of you. So that when you recruit, you can only ever build 3 in any one column. But once you unlock that, you can go to 4. Or there's also on the steel production and the charcoal production, those also have upgrades to be even better at things, as well as your market exchange. It's a little tile over here. And that gives me a better conversion rate. And also allows me to use talismans, which allows me to manipulate dice better. Right. And so I'm a noble patron said, you know what? I'm flush with cash, apparently. Here, have all the good stuff. So I've been completely upgraded in my forge.
Very nice.
But I don't get a brother to work in the forge or anything like that. So
It's kind of like a one hit, boom, I'm done. Whilst the rest of ours is can be used throughout the game.
You've had a very convenient Kickstarter to get you going before you start off. And
yeah. That's what I did. I did a Kickstarter for my forge before I started.
Yeah. All right. So I guess the first thing we have to do is we have to choose our starting contract, which was a set of cards given to us. So these are filled in by the resources that are shown. I'm going to show an example of this shield we have. They're broken down into 3 types, I believe: shields, weapons, and armor.
Correct.
And they're in 3 different decks based on our reputation as a blacksmith. Gives us access to different levels. So as we progress up the track of reputation, we're going to get some better cards and better contracts to fulfill because we're getting better renown. So we're going to be better at building things. So each of these have got their different icon type. They've got their resources that they need. So the shield I've got, for example, needs 3 steel, 5 wood, and 4 leather. I'm guessing that's hide shape is.
Leather.
Hide leather, it's flesh thing.
No, no, we don't want to use that word.
But that will give me 9 monies and 1 action token. So the different resources, different abilities are there. So weighing up which ones we want to do to start with.
Now, so when you're making those decisions, there's a few things. One, you're looking at the resources. Shields tend to have higher amounts of wood as a resource. They have all 3, but they're higher amounts of wood. Swords have all 3, but they have higher amounts of steel in them. Or weapons have higher amounts of steel in them. And then armor actually doesn't require any wood, but usually has high amounts of steel and leather.
Okay.
Good to know. I have. Is it open? Is it open information?
Yes.
Well,
So
you
it should when you play the card, it should be open. You'll have a card, and everyone will know what you have. But
That's all having a look.
That'll make the most money.
I'm having a look ahead to the market, and we've got the level 2 rewards here. We've got this armor may cost us 11 steel, 6 hide, and 2. I don't recognize that one. That is mithril, I think. I think it's mithril. No, it's talisman. Darn it. That was a talisman.
Little tooth.
This is a little tooth talisman. But that's worth 21 points and a reputation point. So,
so the anvil is the reputation. That's the track on the bottom of the board.
Which also gets us money and stuff.
Yep, that's it. So, I guess
so that's the other consideration when you're looking at the thing. Look at the board. Look at what else is in the contracts, but also look at the titles. Is another way to look at this.
Yes.
So, for example, armor and weapons are probably going to be higher valued because if you complete 5 armors, you'll gain an additional 10 gold for being an armorer.
Yes. And the Guildmaster token, is that just completing 9 contracts, or not? You put down 9 guys into your guild?
If you have 9 people in your guild workshop, which you currently have 3.
Yes. Okay.
On my Raven The Raven broker one. It says I get a die, and then it's got the little guild symbols. Do I get a guild thing?
So that die, let's just say that die counts as any one of those guilds when you.
Oh, right, okay. Just checking.
All right, so I get to choose one of these individuals to put one of these guild members to put out. So, do I get them for free as it's my?
Yes, you do. You get a free one.
Because normally when you recruit these, you're going to be paying a cost in order to do them, and they will.
It's part of your starting power.
Part of my starting power. So you've got. Oh, whoops.
Come out of
Deselect.
Come out of select mode. Come out of it.
No, I've done that deliberately. That's okay. Went all over the place. So each of these, you can see they've got a cost here on the left-hand side. That's how much it will cost to pay them, and then their actions. So the merchant guilds, the purple ones generally will have, if I'm right in this, they have a transaction that will occur when you run the guild. You'll pay money, which is also victory points, so you've got to weigh that up a little bit to get a resource. The yellow ones will give you just some good stuff.
So merchants tend to, like in the merchants, what you do is you're trying to exchange stuff for other stuff. That they're always about the transaction or the trade. Alchemists work with what we call mystic resources. There's 4 of them. There's a dragon scale, ember gem, talisman, and mithril. Those are special resources that you can use. For example, if you look at your market exchange, there's a little tile next to your board that has a number of transactions or exchanges. Those with those different actions can do, like ember gems, if you have 2 of them, can be traded for 2 goods of your choice. Dragon scales can give you money. Talismans allow you to manipulate dice. And then mithril is used to actually make items better. So if you make, say, a sword, you could actually make a mithril sword, and it would be of a higher quality. And so it ends up giving you reputation as well as the benefit that it would give you for making the sword.
Very nice.
So I'll go to that. And then green, or the harvesters, they're all about raw resources, just leather, wood, or the basic 5 resources.
Okay, I will.
Oh gosh, okay. Taking it all in.
I'm gonna take a merchant's guild to put in play here, so that I've got a little bit of the engine going for when I do start doing the merchant stuff. I can get a coin, and then I can spend it, get stuff, which is always useful.
Get stuff. Oh,
Laura, you must
I can
finish
receive a resource. Oh yeah, I get 2 resources, don't I? Goes to remember to see what I need. I will do
so a good thing to do is look at your contract.
Yeah.
And look at kind of where it helps guide you a little bit on where you want to go.
Yeah. Oh, and now
now you are the first player because you had the highest total when you rolled all your dice. You got 17.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 665.
Okay.
Normally your dice luck comes back to bite you.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Well, and that's what's interesting with this game. That's one of the design choices we made. Because we didn't want just high dice to be strictly better.
Yeah.
So if you look at the main board, on the left, you have 3 locations for wood, ore, and leather. All of those actually prefer lower dice. And then the 4, 5, and 6, those locations, the charcoal, the steel, and the guild hall, all of those 3, they actually prefer higher dice.
Interesting.
And then we even went a step further in production phase. There's some places on your board where actually 3 and 4 are actually the better choice, potentially, for your strategies. So we try to pass it around that one type of die is not actually the worst.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that as a design decision. I like that a lot.
Thanks. Yeah, the designer is a real genius. You know,
yeah,
he's really inspired.
Wherever they may be, wherever they are,
here.
as they wander through the world designing board games, let them know that they are wise.
Dom's just like, oh my gosh.
Dom's just like, guys, I'm here to play games. Okay.
It's all right. We're pontificating whilst Laura makes decisions. It
Oh,
does happen.
sorry, I get analysis process. No, it's fine. Okay, I was kind of waiting for you guys to finish it. Anyway, right, I'm going to use my purple 5 to go and get me to the foundry.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. And to get an action token and a
Steal.
So this is actually a good time to talk about action tokens.
Yes.
So in your turn, you'll place a die, do the action, take a die, do the action, then run the guild associated with the die that you grabbed. However, in between those actions, or at the beginning or end of your turn, you can use what's called an action token, which is those hammer-looking things. Now, there is a reference card for this that has a list of the 5 actions you can do. So action tokens are important in that that's how you can either gain more contracts, because when you build a contract during the production phase, you have to use a contract that you've already acquired. You can't build from the contract realm.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go out and get the contract before you can actually fulfill it. The second thing is it allows you to refresh a row and get a contract. So with the token, you can be like, you know what, those bottom 3 contracts, I don't like those. I want better shield options. So you'll take those 3, put them away, put 3 new ones out, then also get a contract as part of that action.
Cool.
The other one is you can recruit a guild member. So right here in the top right of the main board is called the guild hall. So that's where you go to get more guild members for your workshop. So you can get there by either spending action tokens or by going to that location with one of your workers. So it's 2 ways you can get more guild members. You can also do an upgrade, which we talked about briefly about that place that's locked on the bottom left of your board and the other locations. And then also the last one is overtime cards, which all of us have 2. These are like a once per game thing you can do with action tokens. So once per game, you can spend 2 action tokens to go up a reputation. The idea in that one is you're spending some time. I'm going to take some my guys and I'm going to send them into training. I'm going to have them work on some stuff. So the smithy is a lot, more renowned. We get the better quality.
Sure.
The same with the action tokens for a little bit of money. You're running low on money, do a quick side job or 2, get a little cash flow for the smithy so you can recruit more people or do what you want.
Yeah. Make someone a tea service. Nice little tea trade whilst they in their downtime.
Yep, there you go.
So you have the option where you can make play an action token if you would like to do a thing, or you can just carry on and take a die.
Take a die to run the guild that I would like. So I can either get resources, or I can pay, or I can get another coin. I think, what would I like to do? What's up here? That is charcoal, I think. Yeah.
Which one are you looking at? Sorry.
The one on the left, I think it's the mountains.
Up here on the left, that is ore.
Oh, it's ore. Okay.
And that's what you can turn into steel.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see. I see it now. Oh, right. I get it. Oh, yeah. I just noticed the arrows on the right-hand side. So, yeah, you can get wood and then you can turn that into charcoal.
But yes.
And then you get ore and turn that into steel. I get it. Okay.
I get this every game we play together. Suddenly the processes click and it's fun.
Yeah, so usually in the first round is going to be your longest in this game because you're trying to figure stuff out. But I promise you, once you play one round, you're going to be like, oh,
yeah,
and you just go.
Yeah, Laura saying that has just made a little light bulb come on above my head as well.
Yeah, we go. I'm here. I'm here to help everybody understand I'm here to ask the questions no one dares ask. I will take. I think I'll take the. I'm not going to go for the mountains. I'm going to go for the tannery. for the number 4 and get 2 leather.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can activate my alchemist and get some dragon scales or a talisman.
Yeah. So talismans allow you to modify a die up or down by 1.
Or you can take dragon scale.
Or dragon scale, which allows you to convert charcoal into other resources as well as get you money.
Think. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm going to take the dragon scale.
Sure.
Yeah. Are you finished with your turn? Let me see. I do have action tokens, but I don't think I quite know. Let's get a bit deeper into the game to see what I need to do first.
So Dom, you are up.
Yeah, okay, so I will pick what I want to go and collect.
Whilst Dom is thinking about this, Sam, you've got the obviously Kickstarter starting next week. Do you have any stretch goals or any sort of fun bonuses that you can reveal as part of that Kickstarter?
So, as part of the Kickstarter,
that looks good.
We're going to be adding most of our stretch goals will actually be content for the game. So, for example, the goal is to add some more apprentices or more assistants to provide more variety.
Yeah.
So we have one, for example, called the Acolyte right now, code word Acolyte or Priest, and they work for you. What they do is they actually help you. The talismans allow you to actually flip dice.
Oh, okay.
So like 6 can become 1, or like 2 can become 5, which is currently what you cannot do.
No.
Because currently you go up or down, but being able just to flip a die is
that's very useful.
Powerful. And then also you'll start with like 3 talismans, and then you'll also have a special exchange where talismans plus dragon scales can equal something. So there's some things you'll be able to do for that character that we're kind of excited about.
Cool.
As well as we have another one. Let's see what my notes say.
Where's my notes?
Can I talk about this yet?
Oh, the scribe. So, or the scrivener. Not sure what to call him yet. But the idea is that he's going to do something with contracts where you actually can see the contracts that are available before they come up. And you can also do something like maybe potentially build contracts that you do not have acquired yet. So he'll give you a lot more flexibility in contracts and doing stuff. So.
Oh, that's interesting.
Or allow you to also to reserve contracts without spending action tokens. Like that one, we're still working on what we're going to do with that one. But the idea is that they'll be able to mess with contracts and give you some better options there.
Yeah, be able to snipe them away whilst they're in the row, potentially. That's interesting.
Yeah, not a lot of great choices here, but we're going to go with it. Have 3. Just 3. There's some leather. It's always important. All right. Then I'm going to spend an action token.
Okay.
I'm going to spend it to recruit from the guild. And I want this guy. Yeah. We go with the green.
Okay.
Then I'm going to grab this 4 green over here.
Okay, a couple
which will
more.
then allow me to get some more leather and wood. And then also get a good of my choice, which at this point, I want 1 charcoal.
Okay.
All right, so I am done.
All right. I'm going to play my 6 merchants to the guild halls, and I am going to gain one of those legendary resources. So I will take some ember gem. Sure, that's going to be useful for me. And I get to recruit an individual. I'm going to take some more ember gem. I'm going to take the this yellow one here. Place it there. Yep.
Now you could place that in the purple column if you
I could have, yes. But because I'm planning on taking this yellow 6, I wanted to base it so I can get the benefits straight away. It's always nice. So let's go with the alchemist and take. So the talisman lets you modify dice. Is that right?
Yes, indeed.
1 down 1.
And the dragon scale.
And you can do that anytime during your turn. And it can be dice that you own or dice that are on the board.
Very nice. I'll take that one. And gain another Ember Gem, because why not?
Very good.
The very high temptation partway through that turn to spend an action token to recruit a second person to really build that up was quite high.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, sure, I will, because I feel like I'm going to do some with them. So let's recruit another individual. Yeah, so bounce around. There's a lot of merchant stuff out there. I could just go for some passive resources. I feel like that might be a good way to go. I'm going to take that leather from the harvester and pop in green.
So you're building around. You have a little options everywhere.
Yes. Go a little broad to start off, and then I focus in.
Narrow in after.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm really enjoying? I've just spent like the last few minutes looking at all the cute animal characters on the board and seeing what they're doing. I'm particularly enjoying the owl fishing for what looks like a giant octopus on the right hand side. Really enjoying that. And then the bunny and it is a little bear.
Oh yeah,
doing a little flaming sword. And the squirrel right in the middle flying kite. It's so wholesome. I love it.
I like the Raven with his snazzy hat.
Oh yeah, right in the middle.
Goes right next to the silo. Right, it is your turn.
Sorry, I just wanted to.
No, that's okay.
Because that's like.
So that's kind of interesting. Because I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with our first game.
Not sure I am, but
so it's not on Sovranti, but it's called Cult of the Deep. So it's actually like a hidden roll dice game where you're all members of a cult and you're trying to figure out who's on which faction in the cult, but you don't know who it is, other than there's a high priest in the cult. It's all about stabbing each other and having a good old time. A little different than this game. And so, however, we had the same artist. So in Cult, it's very serious, very like photorealistic. We have a giant kraken and all of this sort of stuff. And then he turns around and does this for us for the main board.
But he's still a kraken in there, so you know.
Yeah, and that's kind of what he did is he added some little like Easter eggs and homages. So that's why there's a little kraken in the river. I feel really bad for the badger next to the guild hall who tripped on all of his apples. Or in the river. Actually sad. But
look at him.
What?
But
oh yeah, he spilled his things.
But then but over here on the thing you see an altar with our bunny in red priest robes.
Oh yeah.
So that's actually based off of our cult game. It's the same altar and everything.
I love it. I love it when games put little Easter eggs like that in there. When you're doing multiple games, you might as well have some fun with it.
We did.
So what have you been doing with that, Laura, whilst we've been
I dropped a yellow 6 in to get 2 charcoal and an ember gem. And then I've just picked up a purple 6 to get a guild member. And I'm just picking that and confirming my selection.
Very nice.
And then I can activate the purple. Can I only do one or both? I can do both.
You can do all the ones you
want. It doesn't have to be in. It can be in any order.
Correct. So you're not set to a certain order, but you're and you don't even have to do it. So if you don't want to do the action, you don't have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a coin because money equals points. And then I'm going to. What do I have at the moment? I have I think I have. I could skip that. I don't have much at the moment. Although.
Unless you turn a resource into money.
Hmm?
Let's turn a resource into money.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Was there any resources at the moment that I would want to give up to kind of I might you know what? I might get rid of a charcoal just to get a coin.
Sure.
Let's go. Am I finished with my turn? Do I want to do another action? Okay, do I want to gain a contract? Maybe I want to gain a contract. Doesn't I only need to use a token and I don't pay money for contracts.
No, just need to send out basically the action tokens are kind of like
They're like
your labor
Mhm.
in a so that's hey, I need to send someone out to go run, sign a contract, and so I can get that, set up is kind of what the idea is.
Okay. And then how would you I think I missed this part. How do you get up the reputation tracker?
So there's a few ways to do it. One is with your overtime card, where with 2 action tokens, you can go up on 1 reputation once per game. The other way is you need to get Mithril. So with Mithril, what you can do is you can modify contracts to have more reputation, is what it does.
Yes.
Because instead of just making a sword, you're making a Mithril sword or a Mithril shield. And so it makes it even better. And then the other ways to do it is there's actually a space in the production phase that if you give a 3 or 4, you can go there to help raise your reputation as a smith.
So I'm looking for that anvil. So yeah, that anvil symbol. Okay. In which case, I do have 2, but I think it might be worth me getting another contract. So I'm going to use one of my action tokens. I'm going to gain a contract. And I'm going to get this next piece of armor. I'm going to leave my turn there. Ta-da!
Tom, what you doing for us?
Okay. I think I'm gonna send off my merchant to go and get me some. Let's see. Yeah, I think some steel as an action token. That seems like a good thing to do because action tokens seem pretty important. Right, and what am I going to take? Or am I going to use an action token?
I feel like I need to make a point here that although we have seemingly done this so far, you do not have to put like colors. With
I noticed that. No, it does highlight. I think it's so far it's just worked out that we've all wanted to color match.
We've just done
that. So just it's actually anywhere can go anywhere. So
yeah, any light can go to anywhere. It's just the value that matters.
Okay, so let's. Yeah, why not? Let's do a recruity thing. I'll pick the harvester.
That's some bonus wood.
And then I will get some wood from a green dye as well. Let's get some charcoal going. And yeah, get some more wood. Yay! Oh, I can do both green actions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you build it. So you get yourself even more wood if you wanted to.
Nope. I will take some leather because I've not got any of that yet. I think I'm going to need some at some point.
All right.
Oh, that worked out well. I think I'm happy with it anyway.
I hope.
Hey, I did a thing. I got some stuff.
Nice.
Always helps.
Right here, some wood. I think there's no green dice at all.
There are no green dice left. No.
That is frustrating.
Ooh.
Oh, you guys are hoarding your green dice. Is what's happening.
Unintentionally.
I don't
Yeah, you
blame
guys. I think it's intentional. You're like, we can't let the designer win, so we gotta hoard his green dice.
We've got 2 6s and 2 4s, which for that one, the higher numbers not as good as output.
Wait a minute,
So.
this
But-
means
but
I'm not the target.
Yeah.
See, but as long as it's a decent spot, like I got a decent green engine here, but now just making it hard on me.
No. Oh. Oh dear.
Ooh, and I'm poor too. That's not good. But I'll grab this six is what I'll do.
Mhm.
Then I will grab a dragon scale. And I want to recruit. Oh, let's do this. Let's let's go for this guy. So we'll get you. Then I'm gonna do a market exchange.
All right.
And I'm gonna turn a charcoal and a dragon scale
Ooh.
into. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna make it steel. I'm gonna do.
Very nice.
And now I'm gonna run my guild.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna get a coin. And I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna spend the coin, so I get an ore, and then I'll get another resource, and I'm gonna grab a mithril.
Interesting.
Nice.
Alrighty, so I'm going to be placing my 4 alchemists. I'm going to put them out into the mountains and get me some ore. 2 of ore, and I can take back. This is where I double check what my thing is. I need to take that 4 purple, get a steel and an action token. I'm going to do a bit of market exchange, I think. I'm going to convert these 2 ember gems into resources. So, remind myself what I need from my contract. Is this. Interesting. So I will, let's go with this.
Okay, so I can't. Yeah, I
I'm gonna
can't
get-
see other people's contracts. so-
No, I'm going to get a leather and a steel. Push that up a little bit. And then I will do some merchanting stuffs. So I'll get a coin. And I will spend that coin immediately to get 2 more stuff.
2 more stuff.
So,
Got some resources happening. All right.
got some resource stuff. I'm going to have to do those to get that. I need 1 of those. Get it. So I'll take a leather and a wood.
So that'll probably be one thing that we do in this game. There's gonna be a few tweaks by the time we actually make this a full release. So like one will probably having the contracts be open, so whatever you take, everyone will be able to see what you took. Instead of trying to memorize, okay, I know that person did this, that person did this. So
I'm going to upgrade my foundry
Oh.
whilst I have the action token to do so, so I might as well do that now.
all right. Last time around for gathering phase.
Yes. And still, no green dice out.
I know, because you're all a bunch of punks.
I've never been called a punk before.
Well, there's that one time you dressed up for Halloween, and that was...
No. With I just wanted to double check something. So when you turn like wood to charcoal or charcoal and ore to steel, when you put that number dice, say I put a 3, in the wood to charcoal, and that means I can then. What would that mean I could do?
So this is an important question. I'm glad you asked. So if I were to put a 3, for example, on my board, right? I currently have 5 wood.
Yeah.
Right. And so if I put a 3 into the kiln or the area where you're making charcoal, I put that down. You're converting wood into charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can choose as much wood as I want to turn into charcoal at 1-to-1. So if I spent all 5 of my wood, I would get 5 charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the die gives you a bonus.
Right.
So the die gives you an additional 3 charcoal and an ember gem, at least for me. For you guys, I think it's 2 and an ember gem. So if you did 5 wood and 3, so I get a total of 4. I would basically spend a die and 5 wood to get 8 charcoal and an ember gem.
Right.
Gotcha.
I understand that, because I was trying to think, is it like a conversion rate? Like for every 1 wood, you get out 2 charcoal and an ember gem?
Yeah.
No, that's far too much. So I understand.
We played with it in the beginning on some of the stuff, but it made it really hard to do that sometimes, because going 2-to-1 is it made it really difficult to try and balance the game and design it. So this is where it's like, well, if you add it as a bonus where the number matters. So, if you give a high number on charcoal, well, it's not as good as if you were to do it at a low number.
Yeah.
And it's still better, but it's not like 3 times better.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you have to place a dice in the kiln to even convert them in the first place.
Correct. So you cannot convert unless you have a worker there who's like, all right, we're going to turn wood into charcoal.
Yeah. Understood. Okay, that influences me a little bit. Let's have a look. Okay, so I know I want to do, that first, I think. Yeah, okay. I'm going to use my black die. What? I'm going to go over to the mountains to get some ore.
Ore.
Which gets me 2 ore. And then I'm going to... I think I was going to take that yellow 6 from the valley.
From the valley?
And get 2 charcoal and 1 ember gem.
All right, you're taking that yellow 6 from the valley.
Aye. And then, sure, let's get some more dragon scale. Woo!
All right.
And I could actually, well, I've only got 1 action token. Oh no, wait.
You also last round to round, so you don't have to necessarily use it right. You don't want to.
With the market exchange is the thing where I can do the dragon scale and the charcoal.
Yes.
Yep. Now that's the other thing too, is you could just dragon scale and charcoal to just get a money and a charcoal. So you could theoretically just use
Just get it back.
Yeah.
Because I've got 4 charcoal, but only 3 ore. Really, I could spend a dragon scale and a charcoal to get a thing, and maybe some more. Yeah, why not? I'm collecting a fair bit of dragon scale for me anyway, so let's do that. I would like a coin, please. And I'm gonna get a steel for it. Yay!
All right.
And that is me done for that.
I very much like these little resource tracks. Are they double layered in the physical?
Yes, indeed.
Good. They're always
So the player boards are actually like a book. So actually, when you get them, it'll have like the picture of your character in the front, like the whole picture.
Oh, cool.
Then you'll open it up in front of you, and that's what this will be, the player board with all the dual layered tracks and stuff.
Good.
That's nice.
Yeah, we like dual layered. Means things aren't going to go everywhere in case you knock it.
Yeah, it's all too often things happen. It's like, that's not good. Green die.
Green die.
Oh.
Getting me a steel and an action token.
Oh, it's in the wrong spot though.
Oh.
Why would you do this to me?
This is Dom. He's evil.
Yeah, welcome. This is Dom.
I like
usually
to think I'm
it's usually the
competent enough to
quiet
be
ones.
evil.
It's always the quiet ones.
Well, he just turned somewhat evil in our D&D campaign, so, there's that.
Hey, it's not evil, that's judgy.
Well,
Judgy. No, just because he tried to kill us all does not mean he's evil.
well, you turned into a tasty snack, so, there's that.
I mean, I was already one before.
You were.
Hey,
Hey, wait.
Okay,
Yes.
and let's get some ore.
Dom is a very good thinky game player.
Yeah.
He's silent, but he'll creep up behind you and then stab you in the back and take all the points for himself.
Yeah, he'll do that.
Sounds like a rogue character.
No,
Yeah.
really not. And I don't have a good history with rogues, do I?
No.
Oh.
Your problem with rogue characters is you call them things like diarmis, which means they will die.
Oh, that's the look. It's just painting a big target.
I can't help that.
Okay, for the DM.
If you just call them living forever, then they'll be fine.
No, because then you're out to prove a point.
But they cannot die.
Yeah, that's what you think.
That just means you could fight worse than death.
Yeah.
I've discovered what a fate worse than death is, and that
No,
based on the D&D
does not
movie, but
be
we're not gonna
enhanced.
spoil it. But
No spoilers.
it's in the D&D movie. Let's just leave it there.
Okay, so if I upgrade something, what does that do?
What
So you're going to upgrade. You have a few options. You'll be able to either unlock that bottom row in your
Mhm.
guild workshop. You
Yeah.
could also improve your steel foundry or your charcoal kiln.
Yeah.
Those are also improvements. And then you also have your market exchange. The two improvements you'll get there is you can, instead of doing 3 mystics for one of your choice, you can do it for 2 for 1. And also
Okay.
talismans can actually modify up or down by up to 2 instead of 1.
Ooh.
Okay. So what does upgrading your charcoal maker or steel foundry do?
Yeah, so you upgrade and it's the kiln, there's a little tile you'll go over the top of it. So that's why the dual layer build
right.
works. So when you upgrade, you'll pick it and actually you'll insert it into your board.
Mhm.
Let's just upgrade it and see what I get.
Yeah,
There you go.
Alrighty.
you get more
Yes, more stuff.
more stuff.
That seems like a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, you put the green in the wrong spot, but we'll see if we can work around it.
That means I put it in the right spot.
No, I don't think that's what that means.
There's of course the black dye out there, which does count as any color when it comes back, doesn't it?
Yes. So
You.
we're gonna go here.
All right. You're gonna
And
recruit.
we're gonna get on to Mithril. We don't have to worry about that. We're gonna recruit. We're gonna get this purple guy.
Purple guy.
I'm poor again. Oh crap! I made a mistake.
No, you can undo.
Nope, it's too late. Moved on.
New information's been revealed, unfortunately. So
Committed.
No, there's no options. We're going in.
Uh,
Is there any way for me to make money now? I don't have any action tokens, so no. Then we get dragon scales. No. Oh well.
person.
Sad day.
Oh.
Steal some off Laura. She's got loads of money at the minute.
Yeah. Why don't you spend some?
I don't think there's a dice back you can pick up that says steal money.
Oh.
Not
So
yet, anyway.
that's-
That's an expansion.
All right. I just need a low number. Then is what I need at this point. I got a 4 and a 6. I think my best bet then is I just take this 3. And I'm going to put it in my green guild so they can modify, not screw it up too badly. All right, here we go.
Nice.
More stuff.
Yay, more stuff.
Behold, my
Nice
stuff.
stuff.
All right. Well, I have a green die that I'm going to be putting out. It's a green 4.
You guys all wait on your green dice.
We did. Now I can't go to the guild hall because I do not have enough money to recruit anyone. Nor do I have a way of getting money. So
Yeah, so that was my error. Is I just realized I recruited the purple, but I didn't have any money. So running purple guild, I didn't have enough money to run my workshop.
Let's have a look at what my. So I need that. I have those. I need to get wood, I think. Which is why I went to receive ore. That was a mistake. Undo.
Oh dear.
So let's go get some wood. Then I have some wood. And I will take. I kind of want some middling numbers for stuff that I want to do in the next phase.
Yeah, I've got high. I've got all highs.
I've
So
got-
I'm thinking like
I've got a 6 and a 4. Ideally, I want to take back a green 4. But I also don't want to do that because taking back a green 4 is not especially helpful right now. So let's take this purple 4, get 3 wood, use the merchant to get myself a coin, and then immediately spend that coin to get stuff.
Stuff. We like stuff.
I can get 2 stuffs. Although actually.
Thinking. Oh, you are. If you've got some analysis paralysis now.
Well, I'm realizing I've done a thing.
What is it thing?
I think I'm actually going to go. I'm going quite a way back as I can.
I've done a thing.
I can go even further back than I wanted to. I want. I go even further back and return the wood.
No.
All right. Let's try this again. So I'm going to do a bit of market exchange, I think. I'm going to turn in a talisman. I'm going to turn this green 4 into a 5.
What?
Think. No, it's the wrong way. Damn it.
Oh dear. You take it down?
You can take it down, but I can't take it down far enough.
Oh.
I ideally want it to be a mithril.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see, is there a way I can gain mithril with what I have? The answer to that is no.
Sad.
At present. So what I've just done there is waste everyone's time. I do apologize. So we could go with what I was doing in the first place and just get wood. Just get wood.
Yeah.
Which is good stuff. And then let's take the leather from the tannery. Let's do this. Let's get some. This is what I want. Let's take some dragon scale and a ember gem, and then I can use my market exchange to convert dragon scale and a charcoal to get a coin and something else. Let's get that charcoal back. Okay.
Ooh, our production phases.
So we're all into the production phase. Now, do we want to do this simultaneously, or do we want to do it for the first one, talking through what we're doing?
Do you want to do your one? Do you want to
I'll probably do mine first, just kind of walk you through it.
Yeah.
Let's spin around to Sam's board.
So you can actually, if you want, you can even go, so you can click on my thing and view through my player. Perfect. So there's 6 locations. The top left one here, with where you see kind of different guild symbols.
Mhm.
If you put any die there, you could run any guild of your choice. So you can put a yellow there, and you can then run the purple guild. So whatever die you put there, you run one of your columns. The second spot next to it allows you to get 2 action tokens of your choice. Not a choice, sorry, just get 2 action tokens. The third spot now, whereas numbers will start to matter more. So if it's like a 1 or 2, it's good. So if it's like a 3 or 4, it's a good and a mystic. And a 5 or 6 is a mystic and a coin. And then the last one on the right there, the 4th spot, is either 2 action tokens, a reputation, or 4 gold. Depending what you want to do, that's the option there for you.
Mhm.
And the last two spots we talked about a little earlier is the conversion spots. So that's where if you put a die there, you can then convert a resource to another in this case. So to kind of give you an example, I know I need charcoal because I have 6 ore, but I only have 1 charcoal, which means I can't make that much steel. I can make not much steel. So I need a number. I like the Ember Gem bonus. So I'm going to take my 4 and I want to put it here.
Mhm.
And I want to convert all 6 of my wood because I'm going to try and not build shields. Shields are for posers. So we're going straight for armor. So I'm going to convert 6 wood. And so I got 6 plus 3. So it got me a total of 9. I had 1. So I'm now at 10 charcoal plus I gain an Ember Gem.
Nice.
So now I got 10 charcoal. We got some resources now. So now we're going to produce some steel. And with that, I'm going to take the 6 and I'm going to put it down here. And I'm actually going to not convert all of it. I'm going to convert all but 1 of it.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why you can do it a different way. Sometimes you need the extra steel, so you go all the way. I like to convert 1 less than what I need. That way, if I need to do it next round, I don't have to get ore, but I could if I need a little extra steel buff. So I'm going to convert 5. Oh, I do have this ore in here, though. Yeah, we're going to go all the way. Never mind. I'm good. So I'm going to go all the way. Boom. So now I'm from 2. So I gained 6 steel by spending 6 ore and 6 charcoal, plus the bonus of 4. So I got a total of 10 steel. So now I'm at 12 steel.
Very nice.
So we're looking pretty good there. Pretty good. And I think what I'm going to do then, mithril. Good. All right. I want to take this 3. I'm going to put it over here. That's going to give me a reputation, which will immediately move my tracker up the board. And when you do that, you'll notice the top part of the thing, there's a little bonus. So in this case, I have a bonus. I get 1 good of my choice, which I want to get leather. And then we're going to build stuff. I'm going to build this contract. So it requires 9 steel and 5 leather.
Woo.
And then the options, though, it gives you a finish. I can do a normal finish. So I just spend 9 steel, 5 leather, and I just get 15 gold and an action token, and that's it. Or I'm going to do what's called a mithril finish. So what's going to happen is going to do the same thing, but also spend 2 mithril and a charcoal, and now it gives me 1 reputation. So now the yellow team over here, the hare and the raccoon, I'm actually at reputation 2 now, which now gives me access to be able to do these what's called exceptional contracts, or these blue ones. So I have access to both of those. And I got 15 money. I got an action token. I'm feeling fairly decent there. So I'm good.
Very good.
I could use a market exchange if I wanted to at this point, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go back and I'm going to hit end turn.
All right. So I'm going to pivot around to me then. I also want to be able to finish my contract this turn. Let's just position myself, remind myself what my contract is. And remind the fine folks at home what I'm getting up to. So I need 6 of these, 3 of these, and 3 of these, which is only doable with what I have. So I guess my first action is going to be doing some conversion of stuff. So I'm going to take my yellow 3. I'm going to take it into the steel foundry. And I'm going to convert 3. That's my living fast. Give me a nice chunk of steel. Give me 9 steel. I'm going to take my 6. I'm going to put it in here. So I've got 4 money. 4 money seems useful.
It's 4 victory points.
4 victory points. It's 4 money. That's kind of helpful. And then I'll take my last die. I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to get a basic good. I think I'd like ore, because then I've got some in place. And I will gain a mithril. Really? Sorry. It's been a while since I've run around in Sovranti because give me a little fun. So that should be enough for me to complete the contract, which is glowing green on its own over here. So that's why that's working. So why can I not doing this? Oh, I need I need a charcoal. In which case, let's do some slider retcons here. So I have a charcoal and a mithril. Now I can do that with a mithril finish. There we go.
There you go.
I could also do it with an embergem finish if I wanted to, which.
So embergem finishes is just an additional 4 gold the contract.
Yeah.
So instead of spending embergems for goods, you can just say, "Hey, let's just make more money."
Yeah.
Money.
Well, virtue points. But let's go for a mithril finish. So that gets me 12 monies and a bonus good. I do not have the right reputation yet to bump up there. Will I regret that? Maybe. But on the plus side, I have a weapon created. So
but there's a way you can do that this next round.
Oh, is that?
You have an overtime card. So on your left, you can, if you get an action token, either through purple or through this location, you can spend it to up your reputation. You have to spend some time doing it, but it's up to you.
Yeah, that is true. Well, we've got a dagger, we've got a shield, and we've got a sword, saber of some description. Falchion, probably. Available there. So, yeah, okay. That spinning. Stop spinning. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. All right. I am good and finished with my turn. Laura.
My turn?
Yes, let's have a look at what you're doing.
Says. Right. I'm also gonna do the thing of changing some stuff into steel. So I'm going to take my. I'm just going to take my purple 6 and put it on the steel foundry.
A purple 6.
I'm only going to do 2. And then I am going to I'm going to then use the 4 to boost up my reputation and gets me a leather. And then I forgot what I was going to do. I think I'd only determined exactly what I was going to do with the 2 things, and what I was going to do in my 3rd, I'm not entirely sure.
You've got 2 6s available to you.
Yeah. It's like, what would I like to do?
Getting more action tokens isn't the worst idea.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking, because I've got. Yeah, I don't really want. No point in running guilds at the moment. I've not got a lot. I don't have any. I've got like 1 wood. And there's no point doing that. And then along the top, the 2 action tokens are probably the better ones. So let's go get me some action tokens. Yeah.
All right. Are you going to finish your contract?
Yes, I am. I'd like to finish that one. And I'm going to Embergem finish it as well. Get me 4 coin. And
a lot of money there.
Not as much as you.
I know, you're at 20.
Oh, you're at 15. Why did I see you on 15?
I don't know. I think
then Luke's got 20.
There's a glitch on the numbers.
Like Sovranti, you move around. Mine's showing. I've got 17.
Oh, I see. Yours is 29.
Yeah, I think it's just a very slight glitch on that. I think it's doubling the numbers for some reason, and then it goes away.
And I've got some action tokens. Would I like to do something else? I can.
Now you will be limited in your action tokens, and that you can't get contracts and you can't recruit guild members at this time. Yes. So the only thing you can do upgrades. or overtime cards.
I'm gonna just leave it for now because I can do an action kind of pretty much at any point. So
Yep.
And it's Dalton.
The evil Dom. Here we go.
And I'm going to look like I'm very clever because while you've been doing your turn, I've been sitting here quietly working out what I'm going to do with mine.
What?
Don't admit to that. Just be like, look how awesome I am, and just do it.
So the first thing I'm going to do is send my badger off to gain me some reputation, which is going to let me pick up some leather. I'm then going to convert a bunch of wood into charcoal. Okay. Yes, convert it all. Why not? I'm then going to use that charcoal and my ore to make some steel and also get some mithril.
See, good use of a middle number.
Yep.
Okay. Check.
Die.
Might not be doing my last die yet. Because, yeah, I'm going to also do my contract of 8 steel and 3 leather, and I've got enough mithril and charcoal to apply a mithril finish.
Very nice.
Okay, and yeah, with my last die. Yeah, what am I going to do with that?
Yeah. I got 2 dice in and I was like, oh, I've got this last die. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with it.
Again, action point.
I'll get some more action tokens. It's never a bad idea.
Yeah, I think that's probably a strong thing to have.
Strong turn there.
For sure.
I feel kind of light with my 1 action token.
Yeah, same. I only got 1. It's not good.
Me and Dom over here just hoarding action tokens.
All right.
All done?
While I'm here, I will. I've done that slightly wrong. I'm not going to do my whole turn. I'll upgrade my foundry now. I should have done it earlier, but no matter. And then the return. That'll do.
You watch. At the end of the game, we're going to be 1 steel short.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. So now I can maneuver some of my stuff around.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I will. I'm going to swap some stuff around. I'm going to do that. Don't know why, but it's what I'm doing.
Don't know why. I'm going to do it.
Because you can.
That's part of it, yes.
Roll them dice. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, I've got a variety here now.
You have a variety here. And
I want a new.
You've got an assistant, which will let you get a free thing.
Yep. 2, 3 things.
Free stuff.
So you'll notice that at the end of the round, what kind of happens is all the dice in the center get taken up and rolled and then randomly reassigned.
Yes.
So there's a whole new layout in the center. Then the bottom row of the guild hall will actually go away and they'll drop down, and then 3 new ones will come out.
Yes.
So it kind of refreshes like the guild market. Contracts stay the same, and then we all roll. And then now, because I believe Laura, you were first, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So now Dom will be first this next round.
Yep, that would be me. Okay.
Love that first player token. That's great.
Yes, really clever.
Glowing and being held in tongs.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay.
This is Badger next to me. Oh, Badger is also reputable, apparently.
Okay, let's pick up a contract before I start my turn. Get myself something to aim for. Try and build a bit more armor.
Boo.
I
Not
Right.
putting green dice down and now taking my armor. Can't believe this guy.
This guy.
feel like 3 of us are going for the same objective, and now I'm just debating if that's even worth it anymore.
Right. Well, I'm going to.
It's a good question.
A green die and get myself some ore and some mithril.
Mm.
And what should I take? I don't need any wood because I've got charcoal for days.
For days.
So let's get some leather. Oh, hang on. Before I get some leather, let's get something to do with my purple guy when I take him. So let's just grab the merchant that's going to get me a gold each time I use them, because that seems useful.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll take the purple guy from the tannery, get some leather. So I've got a nice little engine here because I can spend a gold on the purple guy. I can spend a gold to buy an action token, and then I can gain a gold back. So I can just get an action token for free every time I go purple.
Very nice.
There you go.
Right. Anything else I want to do? I'll have a spare action token.
So before you finish, I should probably mention this. So if you look here in the guild hall, you see how these little, like you have 4 of these have a little gray area.
Yes.
All right. So that is a one-time bonus when you recruit them. So if you were to recruit, say, this talisman here, you would get a one-time bonus. You would get 1 mystic of your choice.
Okay. Nice.
But then whenever you run them in your guild, you just get a talisman.
Right.
I thought that would be potentially strong as one in the middle that gets you a reputation every time.
Yeah.
If it was...
Yeah, no, but it is a one-time bonus reputation.
Which is still pretty good.
Yeah, that'll do for this turn, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to take my 4, and I'm going to do that because I want reputation.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm going to go with Ember Gem. Then I'm going to spend my money, hard-earned money.
Mhm.
Ooh, that one looks pretty nice too. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually spend So I'm going to spend my 2 action tokens, and we're going to do special training,
Mm-hmm.
which actually gets me to 4.
Oh, which unlocks these 3rd tier legendary
So-
items.
So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to grab this 6 here in the foundry, give me a steal, but gives the action token,
Mm-hmm.
which I got to finish running my guild. So we'll do this, and we'll gain some more leather. Then we'll gain some other resources. Then spend said action token to go ahead and gain a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Get a legendary armor.
Nice.
Goodness me.
Feels good.
Woo. I still don't even know what I'm going to pay for first die as. Jeez.
Well, you better think. You've only got Luke's turn to sort that out.
No.
Alright, I'm spending an action token first, and I'm going to recruit someone. I seem to be going heavy in the blade, the weaponry aspect. So let's go so that I can get myself a steel. There.
Oh, and the purple. Interesting.
Put it in purple, because why not? Then I'll put my one up here into the forest to get 3 wood and a dragon scale. And I will take this 4, purple 4, and a mithril to recruit another person. This one. 2 ore. 2 ore seems pretty great. So let's take the harvester that gets 2 ore.
Yeah, I had mine on that one.
The steel production
Like
is
it would be useful.
pretty good, so let's put that in there. And now I can run down my guild hall, get steel.
Oh,
What?
that's what I wanted.
I'm gonna buy myself an action
Oh.
token. I'll use some more of my money to buy some stuff. So that. Go for that because it needs more steel. I'm actually pretty close on. So with those. Oh, I have everything I need. That's handy. I'll get charcoal then. And steel. And then I'll spend an action token to gain a contract. I'll take this dagger.
There's absolutely no point in planning my rounds because by the time it's gone to me, every single plan I've had has had to change.
Oops.
Ah.
I still love you.
That's what they all say.
Oh, it looks like I've ruined Dom's plan as well whilst I'm at it.
Oh, goodness.
Dom, I cannot guarantee that I love you with the same level of affection that I do for Laura.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that's fair.
If
That's
anything,
not right.
if anything, I love you more. Mates before dates. That's the old saying.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
This is family friendly, so I'm not going to say the alternative.
No.
I mean, it worked out well for you finding Laura because usually you're all games before dames.
That's true.
It's definitely still that way. Definitely still that way. 100%.
Yeah. She had to turn me around when I was proposing to not be looking at my board game shelf.
Little do you know, he was really proposing to terraforming Mars, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mars has such a commitment issue. I don't understand it. I give Terraforming Mars everything, give them their own big box for them to sit in, to have all their expansions in. They can have kids, they can have the nice little upgrades, nice shiny things, but no, they run away and they have an Ares expedition.
Yeah. Right. I don't know what.
Anyway, what do you do?
Oh, I don't know. You know what? Okay, let's take that one and let's put that in the guild buying place. What resource do I want? I don't even know anymore. Okay, sure, we'll go for that. Why not? And then what would I like? Let's go for the green, get me any resource. Yes, sure. Thank you.
Nice.
And then I'll get another resource, which will be a... Let's go... Sure, let's just get a wood, because I think that might be good in the long run. And then what would I like to take? I'm going to take that. Not purses. At the moment, I've got 5. Okay, I do need a bit more of that. really gets me that. Well, I gets me another guilt thing, which isn't so bad.
Calculations are there. Figure it
I
out.
could get some wood, and wood's always handy with a thing. But then that only activates my yellow, and I've not already got any lot for my yellow. I didn't think this through very well. But if I get a green, well, that's some more. But I don't have much charcoal. Not thought this through, but then the green, I can get more charcoal to change into stuff. It just keeps going. Just keeps going.
Down the rabbit hole she goes.
Oh my!
That is down the rabbit hole onto the hamster wheel, which just
Yeah, round and round and round and round and round.
So
going. Let's take that green one.
sure.
And I'll get 2 or 1 mithril, and then I will get a charcoal, and we'll get another one, which will be another charcoal. Sure, why not? Let's go. And then as an action token, I would like to definitely get another contract.
Sure.
I'm gonna get that nice shield. Sure. Thank you, nice shield. And then what have I got? I've got 2 dragon things with a charcoal. Oh, I could get a thing. I only need 1 more steel to get that one done. Is it worth it right now? I think I could probably. Nah, I'll leave that for now because I could get that done in the next round. Oh boy!
that's what's interesting about this game is you have plan A, there's a plan B and a C and a D and an E, and like depending on what you want, like what could do this for? I go around here and do this. And unfortunately, you usually have a plan A, that's like your best, and someone, we won't say who, likes to take your turn before you and take those options from you.
It's fine. Yeah. What money is everyone? Are you on 11 coins?
I am on 11 coins. Yes.
Okay, I think it's reset itself.
It has,
now.
yes.
Yeah.
So Sam, what sort of just thinking of the Kickstarter again coming this next week.
Keep saying that, and it doesn't make it any more less terrifying for Sam.
I know, right?
W says it. I got a quick little next week.
Are there any sort of like Kickstarter exclusives that you're doing as part of the production run, or?
Right now, depending on what we get done, there might be an exclusive, but more generally, we don't like Kickstarter exclusives. We usually do is we'll provide deluxe items at a discount. Oh, wait. Sorry, there is one Kickstarter exclusive, but it is a very special deal, special one-time thing that we do. So if you ever get a chance to go look at our old Cult of the Deep Kickstarter, what we do is we create a special Uber Deluxe version of the game. So like for Cult of the Deep, we actually created, because there's different characters in the game that you play. And so each character got 6 dice that were custom made and handmade by a dice company called Dawnbreaker, who make the dice. So check it out, Dawnbreaker Dice. They are phenomenal, but they made 4 sets for us. That was every character had a special set of dice for each character that was cool. And we'll be doing that again. So we'll have like a special handmade custom dice for the alchemists and for the merchants and for the harvesters. That'll be in the game.
That's cool.
That sounds cool. We're a fan of nice shiny dice.
Would you like?
You should take a look, like Dawnbreaker Dice, DAWN.
Dawnbreaker.
Dawnbreaker.
The Rising Dawn. I got a 2 and a 1. I'll probably take this 1. I need an ore really badly. Then I got to recruit because that's where the purple's at. I don't know letters, but I'll recruit this time.
I needed all badly, but there was only a 6 there. But luckily I was able to upgrade my market to then use the talisman to turn the 6 to a 4, so at least I got 2 ore off it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we'll go there. And I need, actually, funny enough, I need dragon scales, what I need. So we'll grab that instead. Then I want to grab this other purple. We'll confirm that. We're spending loads of money this round.
We are.
Look at that.
Oh, those are pretty.
Yeah, I've just seen some dice. Very, very.
They're very cool people. They're great to work with.
Yeah.
So they're gonna make some dice for us. Just
Amazing.
absolutely wonderful.
No, they look lovely. And this one's with like flowers in them. Always some nice, always some nice spacey ones. Oh, they look lovely. Wow, I'm down this rabbit hole now, guys.
I figured you're D&D players, so RPGs, so dice are a thing.
I'll look at it later.
You sure? It's all right there.
I'm also waiting for you guys to finish. I'm just to book just like everything I would want to buy.
Because as we've established, there's no point in you planning your turn.
No, no,
I'm
not this
you.
round. Not this round. Might as well just take it as it comes. Oh.
I think I'm actually going to split his action token, and I'm going to go ahead and we recruit again. Is that what I do? I can recruit again. Yeah, we'll grab this guy. That's good. Yeah, I'll confirm. Oh, I'm poor. I'm down to 4 gold.
Okay, so I'll put my alchemist out here. I'll claim a mithril and a recruit. Whom shall I recruit?
Ooh.
Spin around and contemplate. Let's focusing on that. So I need to be able to get that. So let's get this guy. Put here to get 2 charcoal. Charcoal production is good. I think some more ore. Resource wise, I have no ore, so let's get 4.
Yay, ore.
So I'm going to take the black dye to get 2 ore and a mithril. Because
Stole the raven die.
Yep, because it's a raven die, it can go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I shall place it. I'm going to place it in my green guild. Get myself some stuff. Let's see, I have 5 of those. Let's gain a. I'll gain a steel. Get an ember gem. And I get 2 ore. And I can't fulfill contracts during this phase, can I? have to wait. It's the next phase that's having to fulfill those. Okay, fine.
Be that way.
Okay, that's fine. Because I have completed the guild master.
So during the end of round of this season, we'll be able to gain that. I also have 9 as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we will both get the reward for that, and then it will be unavailable to Don and Laura for the rest of the game. Unless they also do it.
They can still do it.
Oh yeah, they could. We've got
I couldn't.
You can. You have 3 action tokens.
and a butt ton of money.
Oh yeah, I can still get 9 without unlocking that button. Okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I could.
I could. Oh, but
Discover Laura smarter than us, and she's actually planned something.
100% not. No, my brain's very tired. I can't plan much further than this current round. I think I'm in a bit of a situation because I want some wood, but really picking up a yellow dye, the guild I've only got the one thing in the guild, so it might not be a bad.
You could upgrade your guild before you take up the dye.
With an action.
Yeah, you could use your action points to your action tokens to recruit someone to make it a little better for you.
Let's see what there is. Something. Oh, some dragon skill might be fun. Dragon skills. Handy. Then I can use my action. So. Good.
Yeah, so to continue your question about Kickstarter, so typically we don't do a lot of Kickstarter exclusive stuff.
Yeah.
We like to just like all the stretch goals, for example, are for everyone. That's one of our rules. So if a stretch goal happens, everybody, doesn't matter what tier level you are, gets the benefit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's one of our rules for Kickstarter. We do that. We typically don't have a ton of Kickstarter exclusive stuff. If we do, it might be like one thing, and it's never content that's locked away. So, for example, if we do something for Kickstarter exclusive, it'll pretty much only be like a cosmetic thing.
Sure.
So, like for Cult of the Deep, we had like a special set of green dice. They were the same dice you could get anywhere else. It just had a special green color. So that's what we did for the exclusive. Because I hate locking content behind special paywalls and stuff. So I'm not a huge fan of that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Oh, because we're backers too. So I get frustrated with certain companies when they do that kind of stuff. So I don't like doing it. But we do like having backers because backers are just they're so important for a small company, like an indie company. Having Kickstarter backers is like one of the most important things you can have, because not only does it bring in people to the Kickstarter and it helps the algorithm to like, oh, this company's doing really well, and you have good numbers and you get more money and stuff like that to help kickstart the whole process. Because the money is great because it pays for a part of the game, usually not all of it, usually pays for a part of it. But then the best part about it is, and those are people who have said, hey, we're fans of your game, or at least this game, and they will they'll talk about it and they'll share with their friends, they'll play with their friends. The whole process is a really cool thing, and that what helps indie companies like us exist is like all the backers who kind of support us and spread the word, as you will, about us.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are definitely some companies out there that don't need to kickstart these. And that is,
we don't talk about that.
We're not talking about that, but it's definitely a thing. But I totally get it for an indie company or a small company. It's absolutely a way to do it and to build the sort of the hype around that game and to get the conversation going about it.
Well, and to be honest, it's hard to do it otherwise. And the reason being, so like, for example, we've had conversations with people who would never give us the light of day because of how our Kickstarter looked and how well it did, and on our first go. So we've had contact with people because we're like, hey, I saw your Kickstarter. Good job on this. Let's talk. But without it, that never would have happened.
No, it's an interesting world that we're in at the moment. I think with this production line of games coming out, because so many games do come out every year, I mean, thousands.
Yep.
I was looking at the Golden Geek Awards on BGG for the nominations for stuff. There are so many games out there that are nominated that can be nominated that have got a 2022 release date, and it's insane.
I'm just amazed people can just keep coming up with new ideas. It's just like, I can can barely come up with the right words to speak, like half the time, let alone with a whole brand new concept for a board game that has never been done before and is so unique that people will love it and want to play it again and again and again. Like
well, we hope
thought
people
you
will
would
love
do
it and play it again and again.
No, I'm enjoying.
Yeah, I like this.
I like
this. This is fun.
I do like
Okay.
it.
Let me get some more wood on my alchemist
Yeah.
guild.
I like that it has a
options.
series of little light bulb moments when you sort of think you figure out how you can make something work.
Yes.
Mhm.
Got those little bits of satisfaction each turn.
Mhm.
Oh, I messed up. Dang it. Oh, well. We'll live.
Okay.
I had an idea of what I was going to do, and I'm like, oh, this next plan seems cooler. And I'm like, no, I wanted this for a reason.
I want to do this.
Ah, well.
Right, let's take this die back. Let's get a second action token. Then I can do stuff.
Stuff and things.
So now that you guys played it like a round and a half, like how's it feeling?
Yeah, good.
I like it. I'm liking this, and this. I'm beginning to see my engine build out. And I'm now recognizing points where I've gone, oh yeah, I should have done this. Which is fine. That's how the game works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip over this, and I'm gonna get myself an extra contract, I think.
Unprägt.
Again, another bonus contract. Let's get this in play.
Oh, someone's going for weapons and a lot of contracts.
I might as well, because I'm not doing well otherwise.
Oh.
Well, there's different ways to play the game, right? So there's the reputable where you do like, the 4 or 5 contracts in the game, but they're bigger, right?
Mhm.
They're really big contracts. And you gain reputation. They're kind of that way. But we have seen a number of games where people win by they build 10 contracts.
Mhm.
They're not bigger, they're smaller, and they're getting them done and going through that process. And this particular game will actually lend towards that because you have 3 or 4 titles that tend to help those people who are going more for the faster contracts.
Mhm.
Because you have the artificer title, right? Which if you do 7. If you're going really big contracts, there's very little, there's not a high chance you're doing 7 contracts.
No, you've got that dichotomy of the easy if you do 2 legendary contracts, but it's 2 legendary contracts, they need a lot of stuff.
Yeah, for example, this one weapon is 12 steel, 4 wood, and 7 leather.
Yeah.
You can build 2 or 3 contracts for the equivalent. Now it gives you a lot of benefits and it's pretty good.
And
it's great though, it gives you a lot of money and stuff. But if you want the additional bonus of 10 gold for artificers, plus with more contracts, you can do more finishes. So if you have a lot of mithril or a lot of ember gems, you can actually just do more finishes.
You just really ramp up the engine that way. Which is cool. I like it. I like it that there's no one fixed strategy, particularly as you think. Like I think Laura had to pivot early on when she realised that both you and Dom were going for the armor.
Now like, what can I do? What can I do now to get me some money?
Currently, she has actually 14 more money than me right now.
Yeah.
I'm a hoarder.
She is.
I don't like to spend the money, but I like to make it. Gosh, I'm just trying to think what will benefit me more in the long run. But it's also matching up my guilds and making sure I'm going to pick the right one as well.
You think about what I'm going to be doing with my production phase.
Oh gosh,
us 3 can just look at like what we're doing for production, be like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And this time it'll go faster because it's all simultaneous.
We'll do it
what's turn.
Plug it through.
Sure, I'm gonna go for that here. Okay. Right, if that was the right one to go for, but hey, that's what I've done.
Okay.
And then this, I'm gonna get a coin. Way.
Yay, coin.
Yay. And then
Look at your engines.
I'm gonna spend a thing to. Well, I'll spend a charcoal because I've got a fair chunk of them to get another coin. Yay.
All right.
Can you only complete contracts in a production phase?
As many as you want.
But yes.
Only
As many as you want, but only in the production phase.
Okay.
Which makes
Yes,
sense.
correct.
I guess, because you've got the resources now, you're making them.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just wondered. I finished with my turn, maybe. This in my last turn, I literally just like market exchanged 3 dragon scales and just kept getting charcoal each time. So I was just like paying a charcoal on a dragon scale, getting a coin, getting that charcoal back, doing the same.
Just getting some money.
Yeah.
Just get that money.
Get that money. Yeah.
Make it hail.
I'm not gonna do it. Just
Not rain, hail.
No,
We're in spring.
if it's raining with those coins, run.
I don't think there's anything I want to do right now, so action. No, I'm gonna just confirm. I'm gonna have like so many actions at the end of this.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Oh boy. Oh no. Right.
Let's keep 2. So we get those. This. That finish.
Yeah. There we go.
Let's take this. Oh, yes. Let's do this for child.
Oh no,
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 that's
no,
not
no,
true.
no, I don't want, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that one.
That.
Okay.
That's the place. Now I can do this with the mithril finish. Nice. Those. So these.
Done. This turn. Oh wow.
Good.
Oh dear.
I guess you can go there.
Let's see the merchants guilds. Let's run that. That's more stuff.
Ooh, another mithril finish contract completed.
Nice.
I don't like that.
I did 2 this round, which is satisfying. Alchemist. Alchemist dying. What do with him?
Oh, damn it. Okay. That's annoying. What am I doing evening?
I think that's worked out reasonably well.
Yeah.
I just need to decide what I'm doing next turn.
Stuff.
I'm one resource away from completing this next one, and I can't.
What resource do you need?
I need a leather, and I can't. Blah.
Oh, because you don't have any charcoal, so you can't use dragon scales.
Yeah, but I needed that.
Do you have an upgraded market? Oh, you don't.
No.
Uh,
I needed that charcoal to do the steel to get everything, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." No.
If you don't need that last die for anything else, you could use it to activate your guild and get a leather off the green column.
Yep. So instead of doing the purple 5 on the 4 gold, go to the first spot, yeah, and run a guild instead.
Or do you need all 3? Do you need all that wood?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
How much is that contract worth to you?
A chunk. The thing is, though, the purple 5 was not my end turn unless I want to undo pretty much all of my turns.
That's fine. You can undo it.
Yeah, you got time to do it.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
As long as you know what you're doing, just do it again.
Yeah.
It's okay. No, it's fine. I can't remember all I really did anyway. They'll teach me to pay attention. I don't think there's any way that I can make it because no, it's okay. I will learn.
What were you planning to do with that before?
I've got 4 dice to choose from, don't I? So I've
Oh,
used
yeah,
that one I've already
replacements.
used. Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's fine. End that turn. It's okay.
Yeah.
I have earned Guildmaster. Hooray! As does Sam. Doesn't achieve my achievement. I still did it.
Hmm.
No, you're still a guild master.
I am a Guildmaster. Respect me.
Okay. How many coins have you got?
I have 34.
Okay.
31.
I'm at 33.
And Dom, you've got 31.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got 37. Just it was showing Dom as like 53, and I was like, what the hell?
That's Dom. You know, it just happens.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
getting stuff. All right, so roll.
I've got a jar full of loose change behind my monitor. Must be picking that up.
There go our dice. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
First player marker moves around to Sam.
Ooh.
Have we run out of people?
Yeah. Well, you guys have pretty much got like boards full.
Oh, so they're finite. Oh, that's interesting.
So in the game for the prototype, we got enough balance to do this. There's actually another 9 that'll be coming in the base game.
Right.
That are just part of the game. So to add a little more to it.
Gotcha.
They just weren't balanced yet to compare to everyone else. So we didn't want to introduce them and cause issues with the prototype.
Mm-hmm.
But we have 9 more in the wings for this before we even get to stretch goals. There'll be 9 more of the guild tiles.
Okay, and I guess that you go through more of them in a 4-player game anyway.
You do. Plus, also the title, the guild master title, makes people focus more on it, and so it can really deplete what's left.
I can imagine.
So there will be 9 more in the base game, which will mean there's still a bit more choice to get from.
Sure.
So we're going to refresh this row of legendaries. I don't like those. I don't like those either.
Well, yeah.
Oh no! Now I got to pick one. Oh, I don't want to use wood. Fine, take this one. Let me guess, armor. Ah! That hurts my soul a little bit. That changes my die placement. So we're gonna go here then and get an action token.
Okay. I wonder what he's going to do with that action token.
Yeah, weird. Right. Now we're gonna grab that armor before it goes away. Oh, there's another one.
Oh, more armor.
Man, I like that one better too. Oh.
Hmm.
Be that way. Let's see. I gotta take at this point. The purple 3. Spend all the monies.
All the monies, all the time.
So we'll just spend this. Get an extra. Spend this. What do I need for you? You need Ember Gems. And you need Mithril, which we find there. So we'll get another Mithril. So got this one. Get another Mithril. Go this one. Get another Mithril.
Wonder what kind of
So-
fit you're going for.
Feel so poor.
Completely.
And then an action token. And then I'm actually going to take another contract and we're going to steal this armor.
Ooh, interesting. Taking a level 1 contract. That feels petty. Not sure why.
Well, it helps me get to the 5 contracts.
Yes,
Because
it does.
someone else, like Dom, just saying, is going for armor. So if I can try and accelerate me getting armor before him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think you might be being optimistic, thinking you can complete 2 legendaries.
Oh, you just wait. Bring it on. Bring it on.
He's limbering up.
Right, I'm going to take this.
Oh, that was a challenge. I'm just going to do that now. We're going to try and do this. Let's see what we can do.
It's the only goal you have now. All right.
I only need 24 steel. Don't worry about it. 16 leather. Okay. So if I do this, I need steel. Charcoal. So I need steel. Maybe. It's maybe. We'll see.
Let's take all this. Let's take all the stuff. Get a leather, a steel, alchemist, and 2 ore. Do I want to do anything else for the action token? I'll take another thing. You know what? Let's. Get another contract before it goes away. Let's take this mace. Alright, and I'm done. Alright.
Me. Gosh, okay.
I noticed that this it's a 1 to 4 player game. So how does the solo mode work?
So actually, the back of the player board, when you flip, because it's like a book, right?
Mhm.
So if you actually go to the back, there's actually a special area for we call them AO
Mhm.
or the automated opponent. And so it has a little board. And basically what you do is based on the titles and a few other cards, you're going to basically you're going to create a player strategy.
Okay.
And so, for example, like on these titles, you would take these tokens and you would put them down on the thing 1 through 5 or 1 through 4. And so let's say here, if you start on the left, weaponsmith was 1, artificer 2, armor 3, 4, or whatever, right? So what it means is the AO is going to prioritize building weapons over anything else. So whenever it builds a weapon, builds an item, it's going to want to try and build a weapon. And then because artificer is a card denoted in the AO that is a special type of finish, it wants to not do any special finishes. But when it puts a contract, it'll gain 2 goods
Right.
basically. And so what will happen is, so it's trying to build a lot of stuff, a lot of weapons, and a lot of just stuff in general. So that's what it's trying to do. And then what you do is it has 3 cards for the 1 for each guild. And so you would mix those up and you randomly place them 1, 2, 3. And so if it, like, say purple was first, what you would do then is you go to the purple deck and you're going to grab 6 cards from it and mix them up. And then you're going to take 4 of the yellow, because would be next. So take 4 of the yellow cards, and then 2 of the green cards. And then you would take all those together and you'd shuffle them up. And then you also then add what's called event cards. So depending on how difficult you want it, you can add more events or less events.
Okay.
So you can add, like, to the base level, we say, hey, just put 2 events, which they're both gain a reputation events. So whenever the AO will pull that card up, it'll just immediately gain a reputation. And then that's it. And then it'll draw the next card and do it like it normally would. And so each card says, hey, try to put a green die on this spot. If there's no green, use a yellow. If there's no yellow, use a purple. Oh, if that spot's full, then put it in this spot. And so it's got a little card that basically tells you what priority for the color of the die and then which location it wants to go to.
Okay.
And then on the bottom of the card, it'll say, hey, try and pull the highest purple. If there's no purple, pull the highest yellow. And then it'll tell you also, like, oh, if there's 2, 3 purples, they'll tell you what the tiebreaker is, which will depend on what the die is, but it may be like, oh, start from lowest to highest. So start at 1, then go to 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and 6. So if there's a 3 on the 2 spot and a 3 on the 4 spot, you'll grab the 3 spot, the 3 from the 2 spot.
Gotcha. Okay, that's interesting.
And when it gains goods, it gains cubes. So just generic goods. You don't actually try and keep track of ore or leather or anything. You just get generic cubes. And whenever it gets to a certain number, again, based on difficulty, you can then say, hey, it builds a contract. So if it got 13 cubes, it would then, it's going to build a contract. It would try and take a weapon contract left to right, basically on the spot. So in this case, it would take this falchion sword here, right? So
okay, that's cool. That's interesting.
So you basically build a deck, and then the deck tells you how the thing, but you build a deck based on what strategy the player wants to play as.
Gotcha. Okay, that's interesting. I like that. I like that as a variation on how a Ultima can be built up and played out, as opposed to, the Stonemaier, for example, as a method of just there's a deck, an Ultima cards that has some variability based on certain circumstances. But I like that there's a different setup to the different decks and different strategies that can occur based on the title cards. I think is good. So
we've been compared to Stonemaier for the Ultima, where you build a deck. But the one thing that we do differently is that we create a unique strategy for every game, or semi-unique. Whereas it's a guy who wants to prioritize Merchant Guild, who wants to build weapons and wants to build a lot of them. And so that's the player you're playing against, someone who's running that strategy.
Yeah, that's a lot like Garfield Games seems to be doing with a lot of their Ultima stuff. I'm sure that's another common.
We've been compared to them too, which I am more than happy to be compared to Garfield. They make quality games, so I'm very happy for that comparison.
Yeah, I can imagine that they are fantastic games. They're some of my favorites. This is fantastic though. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah, really good. Very good. Although I'm just like, I haven't probably started off with like the best engine. I've really just focused on like getting coins. Like I'm just kind of like I'm just gonna do little bits here and there, like little short, sharp bursts rather than a long game.
Coins are points though, so you know, could be worse.
Points. Points do not mean prizes; they just mean a good pat on the back for a game well done.
So you're challenging me to do 2 legendaries this round, so we're gonna try and do it.
Oh my goodness!
The gauntlet's been thrown, so I'm like, all right, then let's do this.
I can barely do 2 normal in a round, let alone 2 legendaries. But if anyone could do it, it's gonna be you. I believe.
We'll see.
I didn't dare pick up the legendary armor. It didn't look doable to me. I'm playing it a bit safer.
Never play safe. The one thing I've learned in this game is you can do more than you think.
Ooh, wise words.
I know, I sound very, very. My wife's just about to slap me, but it's all right.
You just need like a long beard and a wizard's hat, and then you'll just be like a very wise wizard.
Could do more than you think, Bilbo.
Okay, perfect.
Let's take some leather. And then just some stuff.
Only I could act as well as Ian McKellen.
Oh, I mean, we all wish that, really, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Life would be so much different.
Right, your turn, Laura.
Oh,
So
no.
much more filled with gravitas.
Yeah.
And magnets. A lot of magnets.
Yay, magnets. I've got that. I've got that. I just need that. And I need a good chunk more of that. Okay.
All right, where am I at? Yeah, need more leather. Sure.
I need more of that. I guess I could have more of that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Goodness me. No, actually, that's not too bad. Okay. Right. Let's. Okay, let's put this one over here. I'm gonna get me some charcoal. Because I can.
Because I can.
I'm gonna get me some ore. 2 ore. And then I'll get me a coin. And then, do I have a resource that I can get rid of to get a coin? No, I'm gonna skip that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You can make me. I'm done here.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, what should I have? Let's get an action token and some steel. Oh no, that was the wrong die, wasn't it?
Maybe. Who knows?
He wants the action tokens. He's going to use the green for.
Yeah, that's it. Steel and action token. Yeah, let's get some.
No, that's the one I needed.
Oh no.
That just hurts.
Take that is not listed as one of the mechanisms of this game. However, it feels like it's take that.
Well, and that's kind of what worker placement games are. The idea is that you're going to like get in the way of each other or even block off. So a lot of worker placement is you place it and then it blocks it, which means no one else can get it. So you always have to value your timing with like the desire to have it. In this game, it's a little different because you can usually go to that place, but the question you get to ask yourself is, how much am I willing to pay for it?
Yes.
Like, you can do it all you want, but how much you willing to pay? And it's like, are you willing to take the yellow die? Because I want that purple really bad. Because if I have any hope of doing 2 legendaries, I gotta pull purple. And that 2 leather was so beautiful, and then he just stole it.
What?
And now I'm like, oh,
But I
I can take the
basically
yellow.
But by activating purple, I got not only got the leather, I got a free action token. So
It was helpful.
you can't go wrong with that.
I know, but so now I'm like that.
You
purple,
can't blame me for making that's a good choice. You designed it.
You threw the gauntlet that made it harder on me.
Yeah.
There's no way to do 2 legendaries. And by the way, I'm taking the good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, if that's the case.
Well.
It's not worth putting down a challenge and then trying to cheat you out of it.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use some talismans. That needs to happen. Take talisman. We're gonna take this 5 and we're gonna turn it into a 3. So I have the upgraded market. Then I'm gonna take said 3 and we're gonna take it over here. Get some ore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Now I am going to take a purple, which I need really badly. I want to take this purple 5, which gives me the amber gem. But gives me 2 charcoal. And now I'm going to run this, get a gold. Then pour. And then we're going to spend all the monies, get more stuff. Which we're going to get. We're going to load on amber gems. What we're going to do.
All of amber gems.
We're just going to all those amber gems. Some more ore.
And then we're going to watch as 10 ember gems turns into 10 stuff.
I'm going to hold off on that until production.
Oh yeah.
I want to be very precise in how I use these.
I can imagine.
But I am going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and go to my market exchange. And I'm going to go ahead and use my mystic exchange. I'm going to take talisman and a mithril.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go ahead and gain another ember gem.
Yeah, nice even numbers of ember gems.
Good. We'll go there.
Alrighty.
Well, it's a stack, isn't it?
Nice old stack. Okay. I have a 6. 6 is okay. My limiting factor on my contracts, it's leather. Well, okay, let's take the 6. I'm going to take it here to get some charcoal and an ember gem. And then I'm going to take away the 2 yellow to get a talisman and just gains a whole bunch of stuff. So the worst case scenario, I have a bunch of charcoal, I have some more charcoal, and some leather. So I feel like I have solved my own problem as I drop stuff on the floor.
The floor today.
It's mostly the same things.
Thing.
It is your turn, dear.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna finally do. I should have done this to start with, but I'm going to upgrade my foundry finally. And then I'm going to play my. Oh, is that what I want to do? Yes, play my 5 to the coal place. Sure. Get me 3 or 2, and then I'm going to take that 3 from the mountains and get me 2 ore. But then I can also get 2 things, stuff and things. What would I like? Let's get some more of that. And some more of that as well. Okay, yeah. Cool. Have I finished my turn? Have I finished my turn?
Who knows?
Not doing the market exchange. Bah. Yeah, I'm gonna create another contract. I'm just gonna go for this body here.
Okay.
That is me done.
Okay. I think I need some more leather, so let's grab that. What do I want to exchange? Not an awful lot I want there, so let's grab the green dye back because that at least lets me run my green engine.
Oh, now the brain thinkies are coming in.
No, now.
Well.
About 2 rounds ago.
Optimizing everything. With 2 production phases left, we must make everything.
All right, let's see if we can do this.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
First things first, go here. Run this.
Okay, let's go here.
Oh, undo. Wait. No, not gonna do that. This one. Score. Yep. Score 13. Excellent.
Right. Yes, nice, shiny.
We will max out steel.
Market exchange. Let's get I can scale. Channel. 2 of 4. Let's do that. Push the things around. Just yes, actually, let's do this. That finish on it. Yay. Lovely stuff. I get some more stuff.
And what shall I do with you?
Is this enough? I don't know. Yeah, forward.
Yeah, that looks like a decent day's work.
The engine. Let's get this build going. Talisman.
Okay.
What's the
Market exchange.
things? Let's. Oh no, I don't do those checks. No.
Okay. I'm done. Yeah.
Exchange. Oh yeah, we can get it.
Systems aren't working properly.
I don't know. I will raise that to Sovranti and let them know.
Oh, okay. I've cracked
You can
it.
file a bug report actually the top left. If you go to menu,
Oh,
bug
yes.
report,
I
it'll
don't
take a
want-
picture of it.
Yes. Is that what you expect your score to be? 69?
Who, me?
That's what I see on mine.
You've got 69 for you. Dom, 73.
No, I've got 52.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll see if I can do it.
Do you want to do it now, or do you want to do it at the end of the day?
Uh,
Do it at the end.
I'll send them the link to the stream and just let them know what was going on.
Yeah. We can all see our own, so that's fine.
Yeah. I'm currently on 58. What have you got? 69.
69. What you got?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
58.
You've got 58. Yours is
Legend.
right to me.
Isn't or is?
Is right. Yours is 58.
Okay.
Sam's is 69. According to me. Oh, now it's 86. Now it's 89.
Now he's scoring
Now
stuff.
it's it's back down to 672.
Now he's scoring stuff.
Ah!
It's now
It's all,
filthy.
it's all just changing. Okay. For me, Sam's on 75.
I got 75. Dom on 73.
Nope. Sam is on 75 from my point of view. I'm only on 52.
No, okay.
So this is a good time to do a bug report, which I'm going to do real fast.
That's fine. I wonder if it's it's not going to be taking anything else into account.
I don't know. I think
Literally
it might just be just
Yeah.
miscalculating stuff.
doubling something along. Hey,
I mean, if it was a calculation thing, it should look the same to me and to you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is.
Hey, hi. Hey.
It's a weird bug, but hey, we can raise it. We can let them know. All right. Has everyone finished their turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam's just tippy tapping away there.
Yep.
Fix my game.
I'm coming for, no, we're good. Do it now.
Well, you got your 2 legendaries off.
Nice.
I barely did it, but I got it.
Oh yeah, you got rid of all your Ember Gems, though, so you know that happens.
Oh, I am depleted. Look at my player board. I have 0 of everything.
0.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have a talisman and 2 action tokens. That's what I got.
That's what's known as an efficient turn.
That was it was spicy.
Spicy.
Alrighty, everyone.
I think I'm done.
Yeah. I think I'm done.
I am done.
There we go.
I have got Weaponsmith. Hooray!
Yay. Whoa, there's so many points just flying around, guys. Oh my goodness.
All right, I get to move some stuff. What's out on the board? There's a lot of yellow, so I might want to strengthen my yellow engine for this round.
I don't know what I'm able to make at this point. Very low.
Yeah, last small ditch efforts.
Goodness gracious.
Okay.
Rolling there.
They see me roll.
Lower end this time.
It's not what's the
No.
Just
no.
wide and nerdy.
Okay.
Laura, I believe you need to gain yourself some resources.
It's not come up for me.
Ooh.
Is anyone else waiting for anything?
I just maneuvered something around.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
No!
Is it rebelling that you raised the bug report? Sam?
Oh no!
There's nothing on yours.
Uh-oh. No, mine's
If we leave, it doesn't save, does it? Does it?
No.
No, it doesn't.
The host cannot leave.
I can't leave because it will close the game.
If I leave?
You can give it a
If
go.
you leave, you can come back.
Give it a go. See if you leave and then come back. See if it refreshes it. It may have crashed.
It might, because it should be my turn.
It should be your action. Yeah.
What do I do?
Reconnect that to the game. Although it hasn't even shown that you've left.
Oh, so it's my fault. It's my fault. That's my fault.
No, no. I don't think it is. I think because I think the game has crashed. I think something's happened. Or it's just stuck in a frozen point.
Yeah.
No.
I think this is like when we played Planet Unknown.
Waiting for Mr. Imp to finish using the Guild Advisor Assistant card.
I'm finished.
That's what it says on mine.
Mine's got a
anything
blank.
on your screen you can click, Luke?
No.
You investigate. You do anything.
Let's have a look. So move this around. Deselect. Exit. No, I can't do anything.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
The joys of gaming. New bug report.
All right, so let's do this one at a time. So Laura or Dom or myself, I'll start. I'll go ahead and log off and try and get back in. That's what I'll do.
Can't believe if you leave, it closes everything.
It makes
down.
sense because I'm the host of the table. So
Hosting.
Yeah.
But then you can, not to brandish, but you can leave tables in other platforms.
Other platforms, yeah, but it's still associated with my name. Though, that's the thing.
So Sovranti puts a lighter load on computers by not having all that save mode stuff. So it's all basically like on a server, right? And so you're accessing it. But like on Tabletop Simulator, for example, the computer itself is actually a lot of times doing the hosting.
Yeah.
Which is why sometimes it'll really overdrive your computer a lot on Tabletop Simulator. Like you'll run real hot because you're trying to run this physics engine and all this stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
And also, but it's all on your computer.
I get that. That's why we struggle to stream Tabletopia because
sometimes it has that issue.
Just
Okay. I went and it fixed my top here saying Guild Advisor Assistant. So maybe we have either Laura or Dom leave.
Yeah, I'm leaving, coming back in again, but that's what mine did when I came in. It said waiting for you to do your.
Give it a try. Leaving match.
See what happens.
Reconnect.
No, the same thing.
Now for me, it's saying that the game is starting.
Oh.
Oh no, hang on. Yep, I'm back and it's saying waiting for Mr. Imp to finish using the Guild Advisor Assistant card.
What's on your menu?
I've got nothing.
What's on your your Sovranti menu?
Menu here. What leave match? I could leave match, but if I leave it, it will close it down.
What's game?
Correct.
I think that's more about the games and sovereignty.
Click on.
So, do you have any of the options to play your turn still, or no?
No.
No, all my options are done. There's nothing for me to click on.
Oh well.
Okay, so the problem is probably somehow your connection with Sovereignty or something
has just dropped. Yeah.
But you can still click on things.
That's the weird thing. I can open the expand menu. I can zoom in and out. I can move around.
Manual and come back out.
Let's try that. Let's see what happens if I go into the rule book. Let's see what happens. You can have a look at the art book and the rule book here, folks.
Yay, rule book.
Is this rule book still in development? Is this something that's going to be just?
Yes, 100%. It's a good spot to be in because we got a lot of feedback. Because we put into a rule book, get it ready, and it's better to do that so that when people can look at it and really go through it, and see the problem. There's a lot of small little errors. Plus, there's some areas where we need to clarify better and stuff. But overall, this is what the rule book's going to look like.
Nice.
All right, that has done nothing. So I think, unfortunately,
Okay, so what I'll probably do then is I'll walk you through what the end game looks like.
Yes. We'll just do it around early.
And we can basically, let's pretend this was the 4th round and we're done.
Yes, we'll go from there. We'll do it that way.
All right. So this is 4th round. We're finished. This is where we're at. So what's going to happen then next is you'll do the end of round, check to see if anyone's earned any titles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got 5. I bet you do 2 more and get Artificer easy.
I probably would have gotten up. Yeah, I was planning on getting Artificer
That's what I was going for as well.
this round.
And she's got 4. I bet you can because you actually have some resources and some stuff. So yeah. So we'll so each keep track of your score. Let's pretend that Laura gets 10 and oh gosh. I haven't called and talked to your last name for a long time.
Luke?
Luke, yes, that guy.
Sorry.
sorry. Laura's fiance.
There you go.
There we go.
Yep.
It's because Luke's name's not like.
My name is floating around, but I've got a cheat sheet because I've got everyone's name in front of me on the stream. So,
well, I was going to call you Mr. Imp, but you know
that's fair.
That's
also valid.
So you each have your score, add 10 for that one. Let's go over to Dom. Dom, you think you got 5 armors?
I think you and I would have been fighting over the 5th armor. I'm not sure.
I think we both get it. I think we both get it.
I bet.
There's enough cards they would have come out, and if
we both gain 10. So you gain 10 and I gain 10.
Okay.
So everyone have their score, add plus 10. All right. So then we check the end of the game. Like, okay, so first, if you have any action tokens, you may use them for overtime cards.
Yeah.
So I'll turn my. Oh, now this is an interesting question. Is it going to be more efficient to turn it into coins or into reputation? The reputation track seems to go up in bumps of 2.
You can only do it once, can't you?
Well, that's what I mean. Is it's either got one
you've only got
reputation.
2.
I've got both of mine available.
I've got 5.
I'm going to do the. I'll convert mine into 3 coins to 3 points rather than a reputation bump.
I can get 5.
So you'll spend your 2 action tokens and you'll add 3 to your score.
Yes.
I'll spend I've got 5 action tokens, so I'll spend 4 to get the 3 coins and then boost my reputation to get 5. So 5 coins.
81.
Extra, so
Okay.
80.
Yeah, I've got
84.
The pencil down there.
And then for Dom,
yeah, I've got 3, so I'll just spend 2 of those to gain 3 coins.
okay, so you add another 3 to your score.
Yep.
All right. I have 2, which I'll also gain 3.
Mm-hmm.
That puts me at 98 currently.
I've got a shield there, which I think I probably would have done as well, which is, just for clarification, you can look, I've got a shield here, which is only like 2.
Well, that is the thing, because it depends on what contracts we would have fulfilled as well for getting.
So we'll pretend that this was the final round, so that what you have in your hand is just not done, and we earn the stuff.
That's fine.
That's fine.
All right, so we're done with every stuff. All right, so then you go through, and then you have your mystics. So if you have any mystics that are not dragon scales, you can turn them into dragon scales, and then turn dragon scales in for coins, just like you would normally. So like a dragon scale, if you have enough charcoal, at least 1 charcoal, you can spend dragon scales to get coins.
Yes.
Does anyone have any dragon scales?
I have two base dragon scales and then 4 ember and
talisman. So what you could do then is you turn in you get a good exchange. You would turn 2 ember gem for a dragon scale, get a coin, turn your 2 talismans to a dragon scale and get a coin.
Mm-hmm.
You get a total of 4 coins. So add 4 to your score.
That's 4 for me.
Where do you turn it into a dragon scale?
It's the conversion on your market here.
Oh, mine says 3.
I upgraded mine earlier on.
Oh,
that can be upgraded to be a better trend.
Which, to be fair, you have an
So
odd number of your tiles, so you could have upgraded yours this round.
yeah. Then I've got.
So let's say you upgrade, and then they'll give you 3 coins for Laura, and then for Dom, he has.
I think
as well.
get 2 coins because I can change 2 random mystics into a dragon scale, and then got 2 dragon scales to turn into coins.
All right, so you get 2 coins, and now I would get 1 coin. So, that puts me at. So that puts me currently at a 9. And if you have any extra action tokens, they're worth 1 gold each. I think you probably get a gold, Dom, and you probably get a gold, Laura.
I used 4 out of my 5, so I get 1 extra.
And then you add your gold from the reputation track.
Oh yes.
So I would gain 24.
Oh, I think I already did that.
So that puts me at 123.
Oh, that's easy. Total of 82.
Nice.
82?
Yeah.
I've got your score is I've got you at 73 on there, so you're at 82 total. Okay. I have ended up with that is right here, and another 12 onto that one puts me on 97. And Laura.
No, I counted that when I upgraded. So yeah, that's already counted.
So you're at 88. So final scores then: Dom with 82, Laura with 88, me with 97, Sam with 123.
Boy.
Now that's not entirely thing because I spent it all, so I am literally at 0. Unlike on everything. So this next round, I'm gonna try and scrape together 2 armors.
Yes.
Hopefully. Because I spent it all on things. So you guys would have done better a little bit. So it probably been a little bit closer.
Close that gap a little bit, yeah.
Probably would have been about I would probably assume a 5 or 10 gold gap. So basically, I'm looking at like 110. That's what I'm probably looking at.
That's fine. You still beat the hundreds, which I think is pretty good.
Yeah, I think we all would have done. We would have gotten pretty close. So
you all would have done really well. I think you all would have gone over 100. I think.
Yeah, because I probably would have fulfilled a couple more, so I probably would have gotten probably 90. I think, but no, that's good. I think for our first game to get that close within each other, I think pretty good.
So that is the Forges of Ravenshire. Sam, thank you very much for teaching us and for walking us through this game. This has been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I've done a lot. That'd be great. Absolute blast.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I'll definitely play that again.
Yeah. Now that I know in my head, kind of, I could prepare my engine a lot better.
Yeah.
Rather than like little drips and drabs, but no, it was very good.
Yeah. Especially say. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, there's some of this game. So like, it's something that's we've seen a lot where it's like it's hard to kind of explain all the things. There's a lot of little like steps that kind of happen. You know, like, well, you want to get here, you can do it this way, or you can do it this way, or you can do this way. But when you break it down, it's once you see it through, like I'll go through an entire round, like an entire season, like it then just kind of starts to make sense and it clicks, right? And then, like, I bet you a lot of you could probably actually even teach this game now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because once you've played it, you only need a couple of rounds to realize. You might not figure out exactly what your game plan is, but you know how to play the game.
You get the nuances, yeah.
And basically, you're like playing the game 4 times is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because every round is a repeat, and you're trying to figure out how this functions. But once you get the flow of it, it's like it's the same flow every time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, it is good. It is good. Very enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be looking out for that when the Kickstarter goes live, which is going live on Tuesday this week. Much to Sam's chagrin, as I
It's not the 5th time now.
I know. But yeah, going live Tuesday, so do check it out. The link is I'm going to drop that again in the chat for anyone who is interested.
Well, funny note on that, the Kickstarter page is currently down.
Oh.
Kickstarter as a whole is down for some reason.
Well, that's unfortunate. But we
It
will.
must be all our viewers rushing there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Is that what it is? It's just people rushing for.
we hope so.
But I just think it's kind of funny that, like, oh, go to Kickstarter. It's down as well. So Sovranti and Kickstarter are both down.
They share a server. That's the problem. They shouldn't have.
Is that what it is?
I have no idea. I hope
That's
not.
what we're going to tell ourselves.
Makes us feel better. All right. Sam, is there anything else you would like to say whilst you're here? Anything you want to shout out? Anyone you want people to have a look at? Or where to find you? Some of your other games?
Well, just thanks for having me on. I'm always happy to, teach people new games, especially the one games that we designed. But we play all kinds of games. Just wanted to let people know if they want to come find us, you can go to our company is B as in boy A gamesco.com. So bagamesco.com. With information there. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the places. And come by, say hi. We just enjoy people and enjoy playing games. That's kind of why we started the company. So anytime you just want to say hi, or we just play games. So we even have like a community night on Thursdays on Discord where we just play games, not necessarily our games. Like I think last week was Terraforming Mars. Week before that was Century Golem. Azul. We play all kinds of stuff. So just we're here, have fun, enjoy it, and come check us out on Kickstarter. April 18th.
Yeah. So we're very glad to have had you, and we've had a really good time today.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Thanks so much,
really
Sam.
good time. Thank you for teaching us.
No
And
problem.
Thank you.
And tolerating our general nonsense.
Oh, that was great.
Enjoyed it just as much.
That's fair.
So Dom was challenging me there. He's like, no, you can't do 2 legendaries. You can't do with all this bad dice now.
Yeah, do it.
You can't possibly do that.
I think you would have done it in the final round.
We did it in this round.
I think you would have met the challenge.
Well, my only problem is like it took everything. Like if you look, my board is completely like empty. I have nothing lingering except for a talisman and like an ember gem.
Talisman's all it takes.
Alrighty. So we are going to go raid off into Good Time Society are doing some fun stuff at the moment. They're doing a 12-hour streamathon, so we can go check out what they're doing.
Oh, I think they're doing Fracture Sky, I bet.
They may be. They're just chatting at the moment, so I don't know what they're up to at the moment.
Maybe just finished the game Fracture Sky.
Oh, they're playing So Clover is what they're doing at the moment, so that's all right.
Oh.
Let's go raid into them. I think they're welcoming their studio things. Let's go see them. Until then, they've got to follow us web chat. Yeah, we can do that. That's how we follow them. Until then, thank you very much everyone for joining us. We will see you again next time. Until then, stay safe and have a lovely rest of your evening. Bye everyone.